101.7 KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station. This is the Huntsville Hornets High School Football Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by Advantage Specialties. Here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the Advantage Specialties Countdown to Kickoff, live tonight from Huntsville, Texas, and Bauer Stadium as we get ready for the matchup this evening between the Huntsville Hornets and the Richmond Randle Lions in tonight's regular season finale. As we welcome you inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth alongside Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Glad you're with us here tonight on a Thursday night edition of Huntsville Hornet football on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Brian, a pleasure to be up here with you, my friend. It's going to be a good ball game tonight. A lot of playoff implications riding on this game for both teams. Should be a good ball game.
Oh, man, I'm excited to be up here tonight with you, Carlos. You're right. This is a big night for the Hornets. Big opportunity for them to get into the playoffs. And winner goes on, loser starts the offseason.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. Of course, there's a lot of tiebreaker scenarios for Randle if they were to lose tonight, which I haven't had a really big chance to delve into that for them. But for the Hornets, it's simple. You win, you're in the postseason. Your seeding determined by Montgomery and Rutter's game. That is also happening tonight, and we'll have updates for you on that ball game throughout this ball game. But before we look ahead to this ball game, we're going to look back at last week's game against Brenham. A tough one for the Hornets, 31-17, and that set up Brenham on the path to success as they'll get ready for their winner-take-all of the district coming up tomorrow night down in Brenham, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a critical ball game for the Hornets after losing last week. Brian, looking back at last week, a tough one to swallow. Just not great tackling for the defense, and the offense just couldn't find their footing.
Yeah, you're right, Carlos. It was a very tough loss for the Hornets last week. And to me, it kind of looked like they were in the ball game, for the most part throughout the night, but just couldn't put a couple of good plays together to kind of get them over the hump and get them competitive with Brenham. Brenham did a great job. They're a good football team. They scouted Huntsville very well. But you're right. You mentioned I think the biggest thing out of that ball game I take was the bad tackling. And that's fundamentals in football. If you're not going to be able to tackle, it's going to be a long evening for you. And that's something Coach Rodney Southern talked about last night in the coaches show. That's something they've worked on heavily this week as they're tackling. So I'm expecting a whole different Hornet ball game tonight.
No, you're absolutely right. It's definitely, after we talked with him last night on the Hornet Nation coaches show, he said he's expecting a lot better tackling tonight and hopefully some stuff out of his offense. And we saw spurts of that against Brenham, Brian. The freshman running back, Trayshawn Brown, who we had on the show last night at Chick-fil-A, he just absolutely tore it up for his first time ever stepping foot on the varsity level. Went for 100-plus yards in the ballgame. What a way to start your high school career.
Unbelievable. Think about this for just a minute. A freshman. Very rare do you have a freshman on the varsity, much less your starting running back. Amazing. Well, after you watched him play a couple of snaps, you realize why Coach Southern pulled him up. I mean, the kid is lights out fast, and I don't take that lightly. I mean, this kid can flat out run. If he gets the edge on you, he can take it to the house. And you're right. I don't know, if he's 14 years old, whatever it is, maybe 15 years old, and you're playing against guys that are seniors that are 18 years old, much more developed, much more physical, bigger, things like that. He didn't miss a beat. He jumped right in there, as you just said, had a 100-plus yard rushing game, lit it up. Man, so much fun to watch.
And, he's got a great guy to learn from as well. His brother is Jawan Giddens, the starting quarterback. That's a great guy to learn from. And we talked about it a little bit with him last night. He's learned a lot from Jawan, and that is what has helped elevate him and elevate his game in the sense. And, yeah, what a start for a young freshman. It's a lot to ask for from a freshman coming in there because, remember, Braylon Phelps was out of that ball game. He did not play. Braylon is questionable for tonight's ball game, so you're expecting to see Trayshawn take a lot of the snaps tonight and a chance to send the Hornets into the postseason. On the other side for Randle, they've got a lot to play for this year. For the folks, for you who may not know, this is Randle's first year at the varsity level. This is a brand new high school down in the Richmond-Rosenberg area and just added to the district this year. And they are on the path to success as well. What a year they have had. Just a lot of the media pundits didn't think that Randle was going to be much of anything. When you have a team that moves up and plays varsity for the first time, you expect them to be at the bottom of the district, not winning any games. If they win tonight, they're in the postseason, and much less of that, they're the third team coming out of this district, District 10 5A Division 2. So they've got a lot they're playing for tonight, so they're not going to back down at all, Brian.
Yeah, no doubt. Think about that. You got a brand new varsity club. Think about it. You have really nothing you're building on. You have no, you have no chemistry really set. You have no history really whatsoever. You got a bunch of new guys that are coming together and playing football, and they've done a good job coming together and being a cohesive unit. It is a big night for the Hornets. Both teams really sitting in very similar situations. I expect a shootout tonight.
Absolutely. And folks, in terms of who the Hornets could potentially play, in terms of if they make the postseason, if you are the 3 seed, you are more than likely going to be traveling to the Golden Triangle in Beaumont, battling Port Neches Grove. They have their ball game coming up later tonight as well. If you are the 4 seed, getting that would mean Montgomery also won their game tonight against Rudder. You would be playing a perennial state favorite in Fort Bend Marshall, which would be a very tough game for the Hornets to try and come out there. Not impossible, but very tough one against a team that is favored to likely make a run to the state title game this year in 5A Division II. And if you, like I said, if you lose, you're out. You are not going to be able to play for the postseason for the second straight year after missing it last year, which, Brian, you had the call of every game last year. That was very deflating for a team that had seen so much recent success in the playoffs. They had come off in 2020 a regional semifinal appearance, and to miss the postseason, if you miss it 2 years in a row, definitely deflating, not only for the guys out there on the field, but for the fans in the stands.
Especially the Huntsville Hornets. If you think about the history of the Huntsville Hornets, it has been a perennial powerhouse. I mean, from way back. And there's a standard for this Hornet team that's set very high. And that was set way up there before Coach Southern got here. And he has kept it up there and actually raised it a little higher. So, I mean, there is a wonderful culture that Coach Rodney Southern has created since he's been the head coach and the athletic director when he started 9 years ago. And, again, that's one of the things that Randle does not have. They don't have that culture. You know, again, a brand new varsity ball club. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out tonight.
No, it will be very interesting. And the other factor for Randle is no seniors on that squad. You don't have that senior leadership out there. So it'll be very interesting to see how things play out. We're about 24 minutes away from kickoff here tonight in Huntsville. Your weather forecast for this evening, clear skies with a little bit of clouds that'll roll in through the night. We kick with 79-degree weather, not a chance of rain inside, of course. This game being moved up to Thursday with the impending weather that we are expecting to get tomorrow across southeast Texas. The rain will start tomorrow at about 11 a.m. or so, but you know how Texas weather goes. It'll fluctuate. You may say there's a chance to rain, and then it never does. So we'll wait and see how that plays out. We're going to step aside and take a break. I had a chance to catch up with head coach Rodney Southern ahead of this matchup tonight. Southern Talk, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars, is coming up next here in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. The Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff continues after this.
Hey there, Hornets. I'm Stephanie from Advantage Specialties, and I wanted to remind you that when you need screen printing, export embroidery, corporate gifts, start with us, your local one-stop shop solution for all your promotional item needs. From design to delivery, Advantage Specialties offers the local focus to make you look great at the price you can afford. Short runs, big orders, holiday gifts, Advantage Specialties will find a cost-effective way to promote your business, organization, or team. So stop by and let us help you get branded. Sing 'em, Hornets!
Hello again, friends. Carlos Zimmerman here with another edition of Southern Talk, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. Ahead of this matchup with the Richmond Randle Lions. Coach, quickly looking back at last week, a tough loss to Brenham. Second half just slipped away down the stretch. What's your thoughts?
Well, I thought we had opportunities. We made some mistakes in the first half and again got behind in the game. But, I thought we fought to the very end again. I think Brenham's run game ended up hurting us a little more, especially on the perimeter, which kind of surprised me because we've been pretty solid on the edge. But, we also had some bright spots. Obviously, Trayshawn making his varsity debut was a good night. We were pretty good in the kicking game in some areas at times. Tough loss because that's one we feel like, we should have been able to get. But you got to give Brenham credit. They played better down the stretch and made some big plays the last 5 minutes of the game that ended up being the difference.
Coach, in the second half at the goal line, you had a chance to go for it to make it a 3-point game, but kicked the field goal. What factored into that?
Well, I thought all the way through the game, especially after halftime, is we had to get points because points were going in. Joseph was kicking the ball extremely well in pregame and obviously made field goals when we needed them. But, there's times where you look and you we're not a big analytical team, obviously, because we don't have the capacity to do all that stuff. But you just have to kind of go with your gut. And I knew if we got points, we're always going to have an opportunity. And obviously, he got us points, but it wasn't enough.
Coach, bright spot in the ballgame, obviously the freshman running back Trayshawn Brown picking up yards really at will in that ballgame. What'd you like out of your freshman?
Well, it's always concerning on the skill side when you bring a freshman up. Sometimes that stage and those lights are really, really bright. Trayshawn's shown all year. He showed it last year as an 8th grader that, from a maturity standpoint, I think he's a really mature kid as far as a football player. And when you put him in the game, you want to see a couple things happen. You want to see him take his first lick and see how he responds to that, which I thought he responded really well. The second thing you want to see is his speed, because when we watch him in freshman games, the speed's there, but is it the same speed that it's going to look like on a Friday night or a Thursday night? And I thought he answered both of those questions. Obviously, playing with Juwan, his brother, also has probably a factor in it. But I told him after the game I was very proud of him for the maturity and how he handled it. And this week he's been even better this week. He's just a bright kid. He's happy all the time. He's always smiling, and obviously he's got a bright future in football.
Coach, on the defensive side of the ball, one guy stood out. Tyler Pomeroy hit a critical sack to keep you guys in the ball game. Really, the defense as a whole held their own throughout most of the ball game, just ran out of gas down the stretch. How did he keep the pace up?
Well, I think he and Justin Angstadt both played really well inside, and Tyler's back to obviously 100% healthy now. He's, he had an ankle injury that happened in the spring, and he was or a foot injury technically, but he's kind of been working his way back in. Tyler's, he's number 1 in his class, so he's obviously a really smart football player and made some big play. Of course, the sack was a huge play, but they take coaching extremely well, and they're going to be in the right spot. Now they just got to make the play once they're there. But the only thing that we were disappointed defensively is the ball got on the perimeter too many times the other night, and we didn't make the play. And, it's not one guy, it's a combination of things. And, obviously hopefully we've gotten that corrected before tonight.
Looking at Randle, Coach, very scrappy in their first year at the varsity level, and they're in a position to make the postseason as well. What's your thoughts on the Lions? Well,
they're scary because they're extremely athletic. People make the association because you don't have seniors that, you're not, I don't want to use the word capable, but you're not at that stage. Well, they're at that stage athletically. Defensively, they're front 7 or 8 guys that they use, they're going to blitz you every down. They're going to play almost straight man coverage every time, and they're not afraid to come after you, and you're going to give up some plays when you do that, but they're also going to make those big chunk plays on the defensive side where you get a sack for a -10 or 12. They've got a quarterback and a little running back. The quarterback reminds me a lot of Brenham's quarterback. Can throw the ball accurately, is not afraid to run. The running back's number 1. He's a little bitty guy, a lot like number 8 from Brenham, but he's, little guys like that a lot of times are hard to tackle because you can't see them. And then all of a sudden they're on you and you don't realize how quick they are. So, that part's scary. Hopefully up front we've fixed some of the things we needed to fix in terms of our perimeter run stopping. But again, they're, Coach Randle and I have had a lot of conversations because obviously the game changing and all that kind of stuff. But to me, they're a very scary football team because they are so young, but they've got playmakers in a lot of places.
Coach, for you guys offensively, fell a bit stagnant down the stretch against Brenham. How do you avoid that against the Lions defense?
Well, the big thing is, obviously we're going to run the football. We've got to be successful there, and we've got to, for us, we've got to take advantage of the opportunities we get, whether it's running or throwing, and limit the number of possessions they have. The games that they have lost, and they feel like, kind of like we feel about losing to Montgomery. They lost to Lamar Consolidated in a game that got away from them, but Lamar limited their possessions. And when you got two little dynamic guys, you got to limit the number of times they get to touch the ball. So, and you do that obviously defensively, but you also do that with your offense, running the football and eating up clock.
Coach, there's a lot of playoff implications riding on this ball game. Win or go home situation. What's your keys to returning to the postseason for the first time in 2 years?
Well, I think number one, limit their possessions. We've got to do a really good job defensively tackling and recognizing what the play is, because the quarterback, obviously, if there's a breakdown, he's not afraid to take off running. If one is at quarterback and seven's not in the game, then it becomes quarterback run game, so we've got to take care of that. And then on our side, offensively, we've got to, again, limit their possessions by how effective we are running the ball. And then when we do throw it, we've got to make some of the bigger plays. And then always, you want to try to steal something in the kicking game, whether it's a kickoff return for a touchdown or some kind of possession where we get points.
Coach, as always, I appreciate your time. Best of luck in this ball game, last regular season home game. Hope to see you guys come out with a win and head on to the postseason.
All right, thank you.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Advantage Specialties Countdown to Kickoff, live from Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bauer Stadium ahead of this matchup between the Huntsville Hornets and the Richmond Randle Lions. That was Southern Talk just a few moments ago, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. As we welcome you back inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, I'm Carlos Zimmerman alongside of Brian Adams. As we continue on here on this Countdown to Kickoff show, Brian, we just heard from head coach Rodney Southern. Gave him his keys to the ball game this evening. About 13 and a half minutes away from the final regular season game on this season. What are your keys to victory for the Hornets this evening?
Well, in line with what Rodney Southern was saying, the Hornets need to win the time of possession. The offense needs to be out on the field much more than the defense. Keep their offense on the sidelines. Two, as we talked about in the pregame, tackling. They got to tackle much better than they did last week. They worked on it all week long, so that is going to be a big key. And then they got to run the ball, and they did that 96% of the time last week. They did it successfully. They're going to have to do it again tonight. And I think the last thing, Carlos, they're going to have to pick up those blitzes. They've got to see those blitzes coming. They got to look at hot reads when they're passing the ball. They got to pick those things up. And if they can do those things, it'll be a good night for the Huntsville Hornets.
Crowd still filing in here to Bowers Stadium again on a Thursday night edition of Huntsville Hornet Football on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. Folks, we want to remind you, if you are tuning in on our YouTube stream, let us know where you're watching from this evening. We would love to hear from all of you. It's going to be a heck of a ball game here tonight. Already some folks tuning in. Some of our regulars tuning in. A good friend of ours, Isel Tamales, tuning in tonight, as he always does. And our good buddy David Angstadt, father of Justin Angstadt, saying greetings, Stingham, number 15. Games that we're going to keep our eye on here this evening on Thursday night. Again, this has been a very wacky week in Texas high school football. 160-plus games moved from a Friday night to a Thursday night because of the weather that is expected to come across southeast Texas coming up tomorrow. The games in District 9 that we have our eyes on potential opponents for the Hornets. Port Neches Grove, they are playing the Galena Park Yellow Jackets tonight down at Galena Park ISD Stadium. They have already kicked, if I'm not mistaken, so we're waiting to get scores on that. Fort Bend Marshall, they are playing Dayton tonight down at Bronco Stadium at 7 o'clock. They kick at the same time we do. And, of course, the games we got our eyes on. Montgomery is taking on the Rudder Rangers tonight. They kick down at Merrill Green Stadium in Bryan, coming up at nearly the same time as us. And then, of course, this game between the Huntsville Hornets and the Richmond Randle Lions. And then the winner-take-all for the district is tomorrow night at Montgomery ISD Stadium as Lake Creek hosts the Brenham Cubs. We'll step aside and take another break, and when we come back, your starting lineups brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union are next. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
Hey there, Hornets. I'm Stephanie from Advantage Specialties, and I wanted to remind you that when you need screen printing, export embroidery, corporate gifts, start with us, your local one-stop shop solution for all your promotional item needs. From design to delivery, Advantage Specialties offers the local focus to make you look great at the price you can afford. Short runs, big orders, holiday gifts, Advantage Specialties will find a cost-effective way to promote your business, organization, or team. So stop by and let us help you get branded. Sing 'em, Hornets!
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth live from Huntsville, Texas. The Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff continues now with our starting lineups brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union. First, for the Randle Lions on their offensive side, we will be looking at their quarterback tonight, a name we will call very often tonight, number 7, Leo Garza, and then the other guy will call his name a lot tonight, number 1, the running back, Zion Lewis. 4 receivers for the Randle Lions tonight, number 8, Alex Sanders, number 2, Courtney Brown, number 81, D'Amico Harvey, and number 11, Jackson Montalengo. And in the trenches on that offensive line, left to right, at left tackle, number 55, Chris Taylor, at left guard, number 59, Chase Sims, at number 56, the center, Chance Hernandez. The right guard at number 69, DJ Version. And at number 77, the right tackle, Liam Ramirez. Over to the defense for the Lions tonight. At 1 defensive end, number 31, Curtis John Miller. At the nose guard tonight, number 59, playing both sides of the ball tonight, Chase Sims. Number 22, Michael Blake, the other defensive end. And then in the linebacker court, you've got 4 of them. Number 5, Jared Sherman. Number 16, Tayshawn Williams. Number 13, Jaquin Parker. And number 24, the outside linebacker, Perry Kendrick. Kind of will be playing a jack position tonight. And then 4 defensive backs. Number 4, Paul Sanyalu. Number 6, Kevin Williams. Number 3, Sherrod Rivas. And number 21, Cam Richardson. And doing the kicking tonight for Randall will be Christian Mangua. And over to the Huntsville Hornets side of things. In the offense, the junior quarterback, number 1, Jawan Giddens, doing the running tonight, primarily running the ball tonight. His brother, the freshman running back, number 12, Trey Sean Brown. Interesting kind of offense tonight for the Hornets. They're going to a tight end and an H-back. The tight end tonight is the senior, number 40, Mason Black, and the H-back this evening is senior D lineman, but the H-back tonight, number 17, Benny Ross. 2 receivers tonight, the senior Matthew Tatum, number 5, and for Peyton Pryor, the sophomore wide receiver, number 25. And in the trenches for the Hornets, left to right across that offensive line, number 55, Chris Smith is the starting left tackle here this evening. The left guard tonight, number 72, John Trey Barkin. Doing the snapping tonight, number 51, Cesar Robledo. Number 75, Thomas Rose. He is the right guard. And at right tackle, number 62, Nathan Schweitzer, a very experienced offensive line to try and protect Jawan Giddens and Trayshawn Brown tonight. Over to the defensive side of things, sophomore defensive end, number 42, Cody Hager gets us started. 2 interior D linemen, number 99, Jadarius Smith, and number 74, Julian Casanova. And flanking them on the other defensive end spot, number 82, Zach Moss. 3 linebackers, as always, number 10, Shiloh Jones, the sophomore. Number 15, Justin Angstadt, the senior, and who we had on the show last night, number 26, Tyler Pomeroy is the other linebacker. And 4 DBs for the Hornets this evening. Number 6, Jeremiah Winfrey, J-Bug. Number 9, Cole Schroeder. Number 18, Claudio Alvarenga. And number 3, Isaiah Collins. And doing the kicking tonight for the Hornets is the junior kicker, Joseph Mejia. That is your starting lineups brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union. I want to bring in our 3rd member of the broadcast here this evening, possibly. Maybe. No, he's not paying attention to me. Oh, well. Anyway, we'll bring him in a little bit. Luke Scott will join us here very, very shortly, so stay tuned for that coming up. All right, folks, we are about 6.5 minutes away from kickoff, as that concludes the Advantage Specialties Countdown to Kickoff live tonight from Huntsville. Exciting ball game, folks, is on tap for you tonight. Win, and you're in the playoffs if you're the Huntsville Hornets. Kickoff comes up next from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
This has been the Advantage Specialties Hornets pregame show. Stay tuned for this week's Huntsville High School football game on KSAM.
Techspress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They are a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Techspress Urgent Care Clinic offers a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at techspressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Techspress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South, near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornet and eat 'em up Cats.
For the most fun in Huntsville, come to the newest place in town, Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games. It's fun for all ages with the latest in arcade games like Connect 4 basketball, air hockey, whack and win, and many others. Get the best tasting brick oven pizza in town made fast, just how you like it, for one price. Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games is Huntsville's only place like it, located at 2801 Sam Houston Avenue next to TCS Flooring and Design. Open till 9 every day until 10 on Friday and Saturday. Come eat, play, and party with us today. Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games.
Proud supporter of Huntsville High School, Danny Doherty State Farm in Huntsville covers all your business, auto, home, life, and renter's insurance needs. Call or stop by the office and get a quote today. They will find the right policy to fit your needs. Call Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance at 936-295-2067. That's 936-295-2067. Or visit them at 2914 Montgomery Road in Huntsville.
I'm Billy Cawthon with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we understand every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music or smiles and laughter. Whatever memories you have, you can trust Walker County's premier funeral home to serve our friends and neighbors in their time of need. We are family owned and operated, and we are a proud supporter of Huntsville Athletics. Sting 'em Hornets, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, 1700 Normal Park Drive in Huntsville.
Dreaming of a new 2023 Ford F-150? Then head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville and we'll make that dream come true. Whether it's strictly for work or something with a little more style, you'll never miss out on a good deal here at Bill Fick Ford. Right now, Ford is taking special orders on all new 2023 Ford F-150s. So give us a shout and we'll help you build the truck of your dreams. And you'll still get a no-bull deal. Stop in today or check us out online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
What is Techspress Urgent Care? Urgent Care is listed on your insurance card between PCP and emergency room. Urgent cares are the bridge between primary care and emergency care. If you need urgent medical care and want a quick but comprehensive visit at an affordable cost, then Techspress Urgent Care is for you. Privately owned locally and only with one location to serve you and your family. Check their website at TechspressUrgentCare.com. That's Techspress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Bank with confidence with the hometown bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Here we go. The only thing matters is a win. That's it. Whatever it takes. Let's go, man. Let's win on 3.
is a KSAM Sports Network presentation. It's Friday night in Hornets country. This is Huntsville Hornets High School football. Proudly brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage, Adams Furniture, Bill Fick Ford, Community Service Credit Union, Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance, El Gordo Taqueria, Dr. Toole Foot and Ankle Specialists of Huntsville, Huntsville Church of Christ, Huntsville Independent School District, Joetta's Boutique, McGilvery Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Reliable Auto Parts, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, Texas Department of Criminal Justice, Tex Press Urgent Care, The Color Bar Tanning, The Woodland Financial Group, and More Insurance, Tom Foolery's Pizza and Games, Wiesner Conroe Hyundai, and Wiesner Huntsville. The 2022 Hornet season is presented by First National Bank of Huntsville. Now, here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to this presentation of Huntsville Hornet football on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports, as we welcome you inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. I'll turn it over to public address announcer Tony Kulak for this evening's rendition of the country's national anthem. Beautiful rendition of our country's national anthem presented by the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. Folks, before we get underway tonight, I want to introduce now our third member of our crew down on the sidelines tonight, Luke Scott. Luke, it's a patriotic night here in Huntsville. The crowd's still filing in, and a chance to go to the playoffs is on the line. What are your thoughts?
Hey, Carlos. Beautiful night tonight, Thursday night. Slight wind, but looking at this sideline, guys are chomping at the bit, just like a dog on opening day of dove season. So we're ready to go.
All right, you heard it from the man himself. We'll go to him throughout this evening's ball game again, folks. That's right, a win tonight for the Hornets, and you are advancing to the postseason for the first time since 2020. And there are three seniors and one junior out there for the coin toss this evening. Jawan Giddens, Jadarius Smith, Tyler Pomeroy, and Matthew Tatum. Three over there, 99, 26, and 5, playing in their final game at Bowers Stadium as senior players, and they're hoping that they get to extend their season tonight. While the coin toss is going on, Brian, your final thoughts before we kick off tonight.
Oh, man, biggest night of the year for the Hornets right here. I mean, they have a golden opportunity to step into the playoffs and extend their season, and you know what? They are fired up and ready, and it's going to be exciting, Carlos.
Brian, before we get underway this evening, let's thank some of our sponsors who have made this evening's broadcast possible.
Absolutely. We want to thank First National Bank of Huntsville, Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, serving Huntsville community since 1890, and Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialty is your one-stop shop for business promotional needs in Huntsville. And Charlie's Used Cars, customer satisfaction is our number one priority. And Walker County Federal Credit Union, if you live or work in Walker County, you're eligible for membership.
As the coin toss has transpired, we'll see down there who is going to get the ball to start this evening. Looks like Randle won the toss, and they have deferred it to the second half. So the Hornets will have the ball to start this evening's ball game. Again, a winner go home, do or die, final chance to return to the postseason for the Hornets for the first time since 2020. A very successful program that was shocked when they couldn't make the playoffs last year, and they've got an opportunity to take this historic program back into the postseason, whoever their opponent may be. As the Hornets have the ball to start this one tonight, and it will be Jawan Giddens and Trayshawn Brown, Brian, that are going to get this offense going right out of the gate.
How about that, man? You have got a freshman starting running back on the varsity squad tonight. And, folks, let me tell you, this young man, we are going to call his name for several years to come. He is lights out fast. He is Jawan Giddens' brother. So imagine that, playing high school football with your brother in the backfield with you, man. How cool is that?
And it's a great learning experience, as well as it will be Trayshawn and Peyton Pryor that will be back deep to receive this kick from Christian Manguia. If you are listening in tonight, we want to hear from you. If you're on our YouTube stream, let us know where you're watching from in this evening's ball game. A regular season finale about to kick off tonight here, and they thought about onside kicking it right there, but they will go back and kick this one deep. Manguia's got the ball teed up, and we are ready for some Thursday night Texas high school football in 5A Division II between the Huntsville Hornets and the Richmond Randle Lions. We're glad you're with us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Manguia steps back to his own 30-yard line in the white jerseys and black pants for Randle, all greens for the Hornets, and we are underway. Final regular season game has begun here tonight in the gateway to the East Texas Piney Woods. Peyton Pryor will take this one from his own 5-yard line and returns this one, trying to push that pile forward across the 25-yard line and down to the 27. Goes Pryor with a little help from his teammates, and here comes the Green Hornet offense to start this evening's game.
Yeah, what an exciting opportunity for Jawan Giddens and company. They get the ball first tonight. I love that. If you can put the ball in the end zone, put the pressure on your opponent right off the bat, that's a good way to start a game.
And so to start this ball game, it'll be Jawan Giddens lining up in the shotgun with his brother Trayshawn Brown, the running back. 2 receivers spread to the right side, 4 up on the line here for Richmond Randle. Brown trying to cut it back over the right side, and we've already got our first flag of the ball game. No gain for Trayshawn Brown running it to the right side, but let's check the flag.
Yeah, I think, as a matter of fact, Trayshawn Brown, I think, may have jumped a little early before he took that handoff from his brother, Jawan Giddens.
We'll see here. And it's holding against the Hornets. So instead of a 5-yard penalty, it is a 10-yard penalty. Not a great start.
Wow, that's not a great start. You're right. Trayshawn, he did move before the whistle, was not called on it, but it was even worse. They got a holding, which you just said moved him back a further 5 yards than the false start would have.
And, Brian, we've talked about it this season. The penalties, they are drive killers, and even before the drive even starts, you're already starting back deep in your own territory. First down and 20 as he gets the snap, does Jawan Giddens, and Brown is smothered at the 15-yard line. It's going to be more losses on the play in there to make the stop for Richmond Randle. Their backup running back starting at DB tonight, Jared Sherman.
Yeah, great play there by Sherman. I mean, he was in the backfield just as soon as Trayshawn Brown got the football. The big guys up front, that has been the stalwart for Huntsville this year. That veteran group of O-linemen, they have to step up big tonight.
11:20 to go on the game clock. Second down and 21. Hand this one off. Brown cutting it across the right side. Gets it back to the 20-yard line before he's met by a pair of Lion defenders. That's a gain of about 5 on the play. It's going to bring up third and a very long country mile for the Hornets on this first drive.
Yeah, last week we got a big dose of the running game. We know we're going to get it tonight, but in this situation, man, you're going to have to open it up, and you're going to have to buy Jawan Giddens some time, find some receivers downfield.
And Matthew Tatum with his arms outstretched there on the right side. Not sure what the play call is. I think he's got it now. As Giddens, he'll line up in the shotgun here on third down and 16 from the 21-yard line. Giddens is going to drop back, looking to throw. He'll fire this one up, looking for Peyton Pryor down the left sideline, and it will fall to the turf, incomplete. Looking for Pryor, back in coverage there for the Richmond Randle Lions, Cam Richardson, and the Hornets are going to likely go 3 and out.
Yeah, they did. Pryor running a go route here on the near side, one-on-one coverage. Good job there. Covering the Hornets pretty tight there. Jawan Giddens overthrows, brings up 4th down and long.
A lot of misdirection here that the Hornets are showing as Mason Black checks out of the ball game now. Savion Conte checks in for the first time tonight. Again, Giddens will likely drop back to punt this one back, and there's no one back deep for Randle to receive it. And now there will be, as Giddens will get this one away right to the leather. Decent punt. Hopefully it takes a Hornet bounce, and indeed it will, but just falls shy of midfield at the 50-yard line. Short field will work for Richmond Randle in their first drive of the night, as here comes the Hornet defense.
So this is something that Huntsville has to fix, and they have to fix it now. Last week against Brenham, they gave Brenham the short field 3 or 4 times in that night. You cannot give a good team a very short field because they will take advantage of it.
So here comes Leo Garza, along with his running back in Zion Lewis, 2 guys that head coach Rodney Southern talked about. With 10:20 to go in this Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter, if you're just joining us, no score. Garza in the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers, 2 to both sides. 4-man rush for the Hornets. Garza will drop back to pass on first down. Fires this one over the middle, and it is caught at the 30-yard line. Tackle made by Justin Angstadt. The catch made by number 11, Jackson Montalongo, and that is good for a Randle first down.
Yeah, nice route there by Montalongo. It's a deep post route. Great tackle by Justin Angstadt, the Mike linebacker. Big first down. Right there for Randle.
That's a gain of 22 yards. Brings up another first down here for the Lions. Again, the Lions in their white road jerseys tonight. The black pants. The Hornets in all greens tonight. A little bit of throwbacks tonight for the Hornets on red, white, and blue night. Hand this one off. Running this one, trying to cut it to the right side and making a good ankle tackle for a moment, but he slipped free at the 25-yard line. Did the running back Zion Lewis. That's something we talked about, Brian. They've got to make some tackles as Lewis was able to slip away from the initial contact and gets a gain of 3.
Yeah, that was, what a great run. I mean, you took 3 or 4 hits and kept going, picked up 3 yards. Hornets have to tackle much, much better tonight than last week.
I'll bring up 2nd down and 7 here for Randle. No score, 9:19 to go on that game clock in this ball game. As it looked to be just a wildcat situation here. Zion Lewis is going to take the direct snap here with another running back behind him. Man goes in motion. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to that motion man running this one out to the left side. Slip tackle across the 20, but he is not going to get the line to gain. He's out at the 19-yard line. Goes Jackson Montalongo. We'll bring up 3rd and short for the Lions.
Yeah, Montalongo takes a handoff, goes around the left side, tries to cut the edge. Brings up the first big 3rd down opportunity here for the Hornet defense. 3rd and 2. They've got to stop them right here.
From the 19-yard line as they move left to right across your radio dial does Randle, as looks to be another direct snap here running this one. Zion Lewis to the right side trying to gain the edge. He has the first down across the 15 and down to the 14-yard line. Had a block party of blockers in front of him, and that will move the sticks for the Lions.
Yeah, nice little run around the right side. Picks up the first down, gives them a fresh set of downs. I mean, they're putting the pressure on the Hornet defense early in the ballgame.
Again, have not seen Leo Garza since that first couple of plays here as they're looking to go direct snaps here with their running back in Zion Lewis. Of one back with him there in DeCordian Rubin on 1st down and 10 inside the red zone at the 14. He'll go to Rubin. No, he'll keep it himself. Shiloh Jones had him stopped in the backfield for a moment, but then the Hornet defense finally gets to the Randle Lions, backing him all the way up to the 25-yard line. Shiloh Jones made the initial contact, and I think Tyler Pomeroy finished him off.
Yeah, great play there by Tyler Pomeroy. We had him on our coaching show last night. Wonderful kid, number 1 in his class in academics. Man, what an amazing young man.
And he's a great football player as well. Had a heck of a sack against Brenham last week to set up the Hornet offense in great field position, just couldn't close it out. 2nd down and now 18 after the 8-yard loss there by Lewis. Back into the ball game, Leo Garza. He claps once. Hornets show blitz, and now they'll change it up here on that line. Head coach Brian Randle doesn't like what he sees, neither does Garza, and now motion the running back in Lewis into the right side of Garza. 4-man rush for the Hornets, and he gets the snap, does Garza. Draw play, hands it off to Lewis. A lot of running room across the 20 and down to the 15. Gets all of that loss back to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 9, but it does bring up a 3rd down as the play clock was just at 0, but they did just get it off.
Well, we're back again to 3rd down. This time, instead of 3rd and 2, it's 3rd and 9. Big opportunity once again for the Hornet defense. Get a stop right here, force them into a field goal situation, and kind of breathe a sigh of relief, get them that short field to start this series out.
3rd and 9, 6:40 to go on the game clock here in the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. If you're just joining us, no score between Huntsville and Randle. Garza in the shotgun, 4 receivers, 4-man rush as the Hornets show blitz. Here it comes. They throw on a screen. It's caught there at the 10 to the 5, splits a lot of defenders, and he's going to rumble into the end zone. 13-yard touchdown on a catch and run for Courtney Brown, and Randle strikes first.
Yeah, nice little pass play there by Randle. I mean, they took advantage of a short field, made the Hornets pay for it.
So Randle gets the scoring open to here tonight with 6:22 to go on the game clock, and pending the PAT here from Christian Munguia. Folks tuning in tonight, Victoria Paul Hill saying, let's go number 6. Thank you for tuning in. And Shell also tuning in saying, let's go Hornets. Montalongo, he'll be the one to hold this one here for Munguia. Snap is away. The hold is good. The kick by Munguia splits the uprights and is good. 7-0 Lions lead. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back in a few moments on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Bank with confidence with the hometown bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
6:22 to go in this Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. Randle leads 7-0, live from Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bauer Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University. I'm Carlos Zimmerman alongside Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Randle strikes first on a 13-yard catch and run for Richmond Randle and Courtney Brown off of a great pass from Leo Garza. And now let's see what the Hornet offense has in response. They once again trying to fake for that onside kick, but the Hornets were ready for it. It's interesting. I've never seen that twice to open a ball game.
I know, right?
Trying to fake an onside kick and catch the Hornets honest, but that front line of the kickoff was ready. Munguia's got the ball teed up at his own 40-yard line, and he'll kick it back to the Hornets, and they'll hopefully respond here on offense. Kick is away. Pryor back deep to take this one from his own 1-yard line. He'll take this one running out to the right side. Pryor trying to use his speed across the 15, but a great tackle will stop him short of the 20-yard line. That last push trying to get him to the 20, and he indeed did. So here comes the Hornet offense, and they'll take over at their own 21-yard line.
Well, the Hornets' second possession of the night, they're going to have to do a much better job than the first possession. They need to move the chains. They got to pick up some first down. It is vital. They know Randall's going to blitz. Sometime they need to fake that run and go over the top. They should have a real big play waiting on them.
So here's Juwan Giddens after the first drive, hindered by a holding penalty. Sets him up here as the Hornets go right to left across your radio dial. Giddens in the shotgun. They show blitz does Randle. The Hornets don't jump. Hand it off. Brown trying to slip one would-be tackler. He's across the 20. Still on his feet. He's got to get down to the ground or else the forward progress isn't going to help him, but they do give him the forward progress to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 1 for Brown. 2nd down and 9 coming up.
You know, this year so far, Carlos, Huntsville's kind of been notoriously slow starters. And once again tonight, you're seeing kind of the same thing. It takes them a little bit of time to get warmed up and get going. But really, they don't have that kind of luxury tonight. They have to light up quickly.
2nd down and 9 from the 22-yard line. 5:42 to go in the first quarter. Giddens gets the snap, handed off. Brown cuts it, misses a tackle across the 25, stumbles, but is down to the 29-yard line. First big, healthy run for the freshman running back, Trayshawn Brown, will make it a 3rd down and 2 for the Hornets.
Yeah, nice run there by Brown around the left side. Picks up a good block by his right guard. Big 3rd down opportunity here for the Hornets.
Yes, Thomas Rose gave him a really good block there off the edge and is going to be able to set up the Hornets with a manageable 3rd down. Still looking for that first Mocha Attorneys at Law first down this evening. 5:09 to go on the clock. 7-0 Randle in front. Giddens, as he'll send Benny Ross in a slight motion, the H-back, handed off to Brown. Slips a couple of tacklers. He is down to the 35-yard line, and that is good for a Mocha Attorneys at Law first down.
Yeah, nice first down. Straight handoff up the middle, off the guard and tackle gap. Nice run by the young freshman.
Down to the 35-yard line go the Hornets again, down by 7 to start this ball game. A good drive for Randle, but you set him up in your own end of the field. Only had to go 49 yards, so hopefully the Hornets can get a little bit more pressure here against this defense as they'll hand it off again with Brown running this one right side. Gets through the A gap, past the 40, down to the 42-yard line. Good healthy run of 7 yards to bring up 2nd and short.
Yep, just again, straight handoff up the middle. Nice little run. Nice pickup there on first down.
Again, the Hornets tonight with a win. They advance to the playoffs for the first time since 2020. I know it doesn't seem like a long time, but for a team that had been so successful in the playoffs coming off of a year where you were in the regional semifinals and you miss it last year, was a bit of a shock to the community. And they're hoping to get the team back into the postseason here on 2nd down and 3. And they fake it here. Brown trying to cut this one over the left side. Gets his speed to use to his advantage across the 45 and down to the 47-yard line. 5 yards and enough for another Mocha Attorneys at Law first down.
Well, that's what we talked about. The young freshman, Trayshawn Brown, takes it around the edge, and he's so fast and so quick. Makes one move, picks up the first down, and is moving the ball for the Hornets.
So first down and 10 now for the Hornets. 3:45 to go on the game clock here. 7-0 Randle in front in this Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. A lot of runs to start this one. Brown will take this one here to the right side, and they read that one perfectly. Did Randle. Tayshawn Williams, the linebacker, coming in and backing up Trayshawn Brown. It's a massive loss of 4 on the play to bring up 2nd and long.
Yep, I mean, again, we're going to get a heavy dose of the running game from the Hornets tonight, and that's something they can't really afford to do is lose big yards on these run plays.
So 2nd down and 14 now for the Hornets with 3:13 to go on the game clock. Again, Randle in front. Again, folks, if you're just joining us on the YouTube side of things, let us know where you are watching from down in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. We'll get to your comments as this game progresses. 2nd down and 14, 3 minutes to go now. Giddens, he'll roll this one to the left side, thinking about throwing. He's out of time to pass, and that one is caught. Savion Conte comes down with it at the 45-yard line. They say it's a catch. And that eats up a lot of the yardage they needed. 12 yards. Great catch coming back to get it, Savion Conte.
Yeah, what a catch by Conte. He picks that one up off the turf. Juwan Giddens rolls out to his left, throws across his body. Conte makes a great catch, makes this 3rd down opportunity manageable.
As they're into Randle territory now, across the 50, down to the 46-yard line. So the field position game will benefit the Hornets here if they are not able to get this 3rd down, but you want to get it here. Giddens on 3rd down and 3 with 2:18 to go on the game clock. He'll hand it off to his brother Brown. The pile pushes him forward for another Mocha Attorneys at Law. First down to the 41-yard line.
Nice run. Nice pickup on first down. To pick up that first down by the Hornets. Again, Travion Brown up the left side. Nice blocking up front by the big guys.
Again, you're asking a lot out of a freshman like Trayshawn Brown. You want him to be able to mix and match here, and, well, they're going to mix and match here as Brown will come off to get a breather. Here's the senior Kieron Lee playing in his final home game here in Huntsville.
Well, we talked about Trayshawn Brown, the young freshman, on the coach's show last night. What a great interview, just a great young man.
As Lee now into the ball game with the H-back Benny Ross offset. Here's the snap. Giddens hands it off. This is Lee running this one to the left side. Flag flies in from the secondary as Lee got a gain of none on that play, but we're going to check the second flag of this ball game. That came from the back judge. So we'll see if this is going to be another holding penalty, and it looks like it's against Huntsville, but I'm not sure what the call will be. Initial motion here by the referee says that. And indeed, it's a holding once again on the Hornets, and that is going to back them up 10 yards to their own territory at the 49-yard line. Again, drive-killing penalties. Can't make those mistakes.
No, you sure can't, and that's one right there. And what's happening, I think, is they're getting such a heavy dose of the blitz. Those big linemen are trying everything they can do to hold those blocks, and they're getting caught grabbing those jerseys and hanging on to them a little too long.
There's 4 seniors on that offensive line. Chris Smith, Nathan Schweitzer, and Thomas Rose and Cesar Robledo. John Trey Barkin, he's the lone junior on that offensive line. First down and 20 now for the Hornets as Giddens gets the snap, hands it off to Lee, trying to cut through defenders, gets it back into Randle territory at the 49-yard line. It's only a modest gain of 2 to bring up 2nd down and 18.
Yeah, nice tackle by Corey Stewart, defensive lineman there for Randle. Just brings Lee down at the ankles. Good tackle there by Randle.
It's the kind of tackling you like to see. Hopefully the Hornet defense, when we do see them go back out there, is able to replicate that. 2nd down and 18 with a minute to go here in this Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. Giddens getting the calls here from the sideline. Head coach Rodney Southern, offensive coordinator Scott Schroeder in the booth to the left of us. On 2nd down, Giddens in the shotgun. 2 receivers. He'll roll this one to the right. Looking to run here. He slips a couple defenders, gets free of a few across the 50, down to the 45-yard line. So he turns something into nothing into something. And down to the 45-yard line. It's still 3rd and long, but could have been worse.
Well, Juwan Giddens, former running back, switched to quarterback, takes 3 or 4 hits as he cuts the edge on the right side, picks up some pretty good yards. Still a monumental 3rd down opportunity here for the Hornets.
Play clock is ahead of the game clock by 8 seconds, so we're going to see if the Hornets are going to try and maybe talk this over at the quarter break, or will they try to run one more play before the quarter ends and they switch to the other side? At the 45-yard line in Randle territory, 10 seconds on the game clock. Pryor lines up in the slot here on the left side of Giddens. Giddens gets the snap, and he fakes the give here to his brother, and he could not get away from the would-be tacklers. Down to the 44-yard line goes Juwan Giddens. Another stop for Tayshawn Williams. The Hornets will be forced to punt, but it will come on the other side of this 60-second break as we are through 1 quarter of play tonight in Huntsville. Randle leads 7-0, and we'll be back in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
I'm Jerry Larson at Reliable Auto Parts, your auto parts plus store in Huntsville, Texas. Having great products, excellent quality, and outstanding prices. This is what you can expect from Reliable Parts, where you can purchase all your car care products, maintenance supplies, and auto parts. Our services and in-house store offerings are designed to keep your vehicle and motorized machine in proper working condition. Reliable Parts, your auto parts store, 1011 11th Street, Huntsville, 295-5747.
Mersky's Cafe in New Waverly is open for breakfast at 7:30 on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Get a great start to your day. Chicken fried steaks, chicken fried chicken, and hamburger steaks. Or go lighter with salads. Go for Taco Tuesday and Fish Fridays. Lunch starts at 11. Private dining room or catering available. Dine in, curbside pickup, or to-go orders. 936-439-5039. Mersky's Cafe in New Waverly, 315 FM 1375. Check them out on Facebook. Home of the world-famous Hootie Burger and proud supporters of the Hornets and Bulldogs.
Live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, Hornets high school football continues.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter ready to get underway. It's 4th down and 13, and we have got a whistle here. Randle has decided to call a timeout ahead of this punt here by Jawan Giddens after a running play that only went 2 yards. And, Brian, while they chat things over here, that's the first timeout burned by Randle in this first half. Let's thank more of our wonderful sponsors who have made tonight's broadcast possible.
Absolutely. We want to thank Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ. AB Squared Self-Storage Facility, your local go-to self-storage facility. And My Dentist, Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. Hartfield Florist, personalizing your events since 1957. This season of Huntsville Hornet football is presented by First National Bank of Huntsville, Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, serving generations of customers for over 130 years.
Long time.
Yeah, it is.
We thank all of our wonderful sponsors that help make this broadcast possible. We can't do it without them. So we welcome you back here into the ball game. 4th down and 13 for the Hornets here. Jawan Giddens likely to punt, but they're in Randle territory, so this should give a short field of work here. Oh, it's blocked. Well, I spoke too soon. Blocked at the line of scrimmage there, that punt by Jawan Giddens, and, well, it's a short field of work for Randle.
Well, it's even a shorter field for Randle this possession than the first time. So the Hornet defense, again, the pressure is on. They've got to stiffen up, tighten up. Again, short field.
So they'll mark it at the 44-yard line as here comes Leo Garza and company after getting a touchdown drive last time from 49 yards away from the end zone. Now just 44. They are about 15 feet closer to that end zone. As Garza lines up in the shotgun, trips receivers over to the right side, one down to the left. One-on-one with Jeremiah Winfrey. With 11:56 to go here in this Curves second quarter, 7-0 Randle in front. Garza claps, gets the snap, handed off. Running this one right side, Zion Lewis across the 40 and down to the 35-yard line, and he has got nothing but green grass in front of him. Flag flies in from the secondary. Now 2 flags fly out. He's into the end zone for a touchdown, but we have got 2 flags down on the field. And I wonder if this is coming back.
Yeah, I think this one's going to come back. But, man, Zion Lewis, number 1 for Randle, as Coach Rodney Southern talked about last night. Man, he is lights out fast, too. Made a couple of cuts. Into the end zone he went, but we do have flags.
Refereeing crew talking this one over again. If it's offsetting penalties, if it's penalties on both sides, it would render the play dead and you just replay the down. This refereeing crew still talking things over. Again, 2 flags flew out, one from the back judge and then one from the line judge on the far sideline. Again, it's a touchdown for the moment for Randle. They would take a 13-0 lead due to that, but let's get the call. Is holding against the Randle Lions on that play. That explains why Zion Lewis had a lot of room to go, and that will hurt the Lions, negates the touchdown, and that will back them up back into their own territory.
Well, the Hornets, I'm telling you, man, they're breathing a sigh of relief right there. What a big break for them.
Or are they just going to, or is it a spot foul? Well, that's weird. There may have been offsetting penalties. Well, either way, they're now going to have 1st down and 8 from the 42-yard line. Line shifts for the Hornets. That's weird. Gets the snap here, running this one. Not Zion Lewis on this play. It's a gain of 1. Trying to see who that is down there making that run there. Either way, it's only a gain of 1 to bring up 2nd down and 7. I don't know what happened, Brian.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looked like Tyler Pomeroy was in on that stop. I'm not sure what the referees were calling on that previous play.
Well, they called holding against Randle, which you would think that's a loss of 10 on the play, but something must have happened to offset that, and it's from a spot foul. I don't know. Well, either way, we'll move on. It's 2nd down and 7 for Randle from their 41-yard line. Motioning Lewis out of the backfield. Garza looking to throw, staying in the pocket, fires, caught. Shiloh Jones makes the tackle at the 37-yard line, 3 yards short of the first down, making that catch for the Randle Lions. Courtney Brown, who had the touchdown.
Yeah, nice tackle by number 10, Shiloh Jones, the sophomore, playing with a big cast on one of his hands. Made a great open field tackle.
And we'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for Randle. 10:37 to go on the game clock. 7-0, Randle in front. In a winner goes to the playoffs. Loser, you're getting ready for the offseason. So hopefully the Hornets are able to bounce back here. Make a big defensive stop here on 3rd down. Direct snap here to Lewis, running this one to the left side. Trying to cut it upfield down past the 35. Did they give him the line to gain? They gave him the line to gain. He just needed the 3 and got the 3.5 yards for a first down for the Lions.
Yeah, nice run around the left side by Lewis. Lewis is a little bitty guy. I mean, he is not very big at all. And as Coach Rodney Southern talked about, those little guys can kind of get lost in the crowd. And, man, they can pick up those yards, especially a guy that can run as fast as Lewis can.
So that will bring up – oh, no, they marked him short.
Wow.
Originally, looked like the line judge had him just a little bit further up, but no, they marked him just short of the line to gain at the half-yard really the half-yard line. It's 4th and inches for Randle. Wow. That's shocking. He originally was ahead of the line to gain, and now they're going to go for it on 4th down is Randle, and we have got Randle burning their 2nd timeout. We'll take it with them on a University Heights Baptist Church timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC app. Sting 'em Hornet and eat 'em up Cats.
Welcome back to Huntsville and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium. Carlos Zimmerman here alongside Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. 9:43 to go here in this first half of play. Randle leads 7-0 as we're in the second quarter. That first quarter, folks, took 19 minutes, just north of how much is on the game clock for each quarter, because there was just a healthy dose of running on both sides of the ball in the first quarter. And here we go. 4th down and inches for Randle. Here as Garza's going to line up here with his running back offset. He gets the snap. He'll hand it off here, and he got enough. Across the 35 down to the 33-yard line goes their running back for Randle, and that will be enough to move the sticks.
Well, Randle's doing everything right so far, minus a couple of penalties. They are moving the chains, and they've been spending most of their early evening in Huntsville territory.
Both drives have started in Hornet territory as it's 1st down and 10 for the Hornets for Randle from the 33-yard line. Garza lines up in the shotgun, trips receivers to the right, one down to the left. They move right to left. He gets the snap, handed off. Zion Lewis running this one to the right side. Slips an original tackle, but the crowd of Hornets got to him. Isaiah Collins and company, along with Zach Moss, stop Lewis for a gain of just about 2.
Yeah, nice play there by Zach Moss in his defensive end spot. We've called his name a ton this year, and he is a talented young sophomore.
Looking at that defensive lineman, one senior up on that line. Jadarius Smith out there right now. Noah Cummings, Sakari Karu, the exchange student from Finland, and Zach Moss. So we got 4 back deep for the Hornets. 3 receivers now to the left side as they flip the field to Randle. As Garza gets the snap rolling there to the left. Has Jones flying in. Adam throws. That is dropped at the 9-yard line. A big break for the Hornets right there. Dropped by Jackson Montalongo at the 9-yard line, and that will bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Lions.
Randle's Montalongo runs his route. He makes a short little out route, sits down on the 9-yard line all by himself. The ball hits him right in the chest. Fortunately for the Hornets, he dropped it. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Actually, that was number 81, D'Amico Harvey. I saw the one, thought Montalongo, but it's D'Amico Harvey down there on the left side that actually dropped that ball there in goal-to-go territory. Empty backfield set here for Leo Garza. 5 wide receivers. And the Hornets will look to bring pressure with Pomeroy, and Carew may have jumped. Or did Randle move?
Oh, man.
Did Randle slightly move to get Sakari to jump?
It does not look like it.
Nope, and it looks like, nope, it is going to be encroachment against the Hornets. That's something we have not really seen from Sakari this year. He's been very well disciplined, and look at down there on the sideline, the senior defensive lineman Arthur Sandals talking over things with him. That's good senior leadership down there just to try and pick him up after that penalty. Instead of 3rd and 8, it's 3rd down and 3 now, but they go with the same set here does Randle. 5 wideouts for Leo Garza. Got to watch direct snap and draw play here if you're Garza, as he'll change it up here at the line. And now they'll motion the running back into the backfield? No, they'll put him back out there in the slot on the right side is the running back, Sean Smith. As he gets the snap, does Garza. Had a lot of room in front of him. A flag does fly at the 25-yard line. Garza's got enough for the first down inside the red zone at the 18-yard line, but I wonder if this might be another penalty on the Hornets.
Well, it was Garza's doing a quarterback draw. He takes one drop step, then he takes it straight up the middle. And as it stands now, he has a first down, but we're going to wait and see.
We're going to see here as looks like the Kais are moving back. So this is against Randle. It is a false start or possible illegal formation against the Lions. So the Hornets catch a break as they trade the encroachment by Carew for a false start to back them up back to 3rd and 8.
Man, that is a very big break for the Hornet defense. Man, they give up another big first down that deep in Hornet territory. Oof, thank goodness that penalty was on Randle.
So 3rd down and 8 with 8:31 to go on the game clock. 7-0. Randle leads here against your Huntsville Hornets. We'll check on the other games here momentarily on what's going down across the district. 3rd down and 8. Garza lines up in the shotgun. 4 receivers. Jones shows blitz off the left side, looking to get this one in there. Garza rolling out of the pocket, fires this one up over the middle, and it falls to the turf. Incomplete. As Jones brought the pressure there on Garza, does a little backflip to get back up on the ground. It's 4th down.
Yeah, good defense there. They had put pressure on Garza. He had to throw the ball sooner than he wanted to. Throws it, nobody's home. Man, great play by the Hornet defense.
So I wonder what Randle's going to do here. This is their first time it's 4th down in +5 yards. So they're talking things over here. Clock stopped at 8:09 after the incompletion by the Lions.
Well, they're in that no man's land kind of area, so they are definitely going for it here.
So 4th down and 8, big opportunity for the Hornets to make a 4th down stand here. Empty backfield set, trips to the left, 2 out to the right. Garza drops back, looks to throw, fires. That is caught, and oh my goodness, he's got a lot of room and a 1st down across the 20. He is still going. Jacob Ruffin's the last hope to get him out, but he is into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Once again, going to Courtney Brown. A similar play for the original touchdown. Or do we have another flag?
We have another flag thrown on the 13-yard line over there.
Oh, boy. This is intriguing. Again, it is a touchdown for Courtney Brown to make it 13-0 with 7:59 to go here in the second. Brought to you by Curves, but might be against Huntsville.
Yeah, that's what it's kind of looking like.
Yep.
Well, they've given them 2 short fields to have their first 2 drives of the night, and Randle is making them pay for it.
Might be offsetting. They're offsetting penalties. So the touchdown is good. Looks to be personal fouls on both sides of the ball. So, and it will be assessed on the kickoff, that personal foul. So the touchdown is good. Munguia will kick the extra point here for Richmond. Richmond Randle, they now lead 13-0 pending this PAT from Munguia. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick by Munguia into the wind, or with the wind, is good. 14-0. Randle in front here against Huntsville. With the backs against the wall now for Huntsville. We'll see what the offense has when we come back in 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
I'm Billy Cawthon with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we understand every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music or smiles and laughter. Whatever memories you have, you can trust Walker County's premier funeral home to serve our friends and neighbors in their time of need. We are family owned and operated, and we are a proud supporter of Huntsville Athletics. Sting 'em, Hornets. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, 1700 Normal Park Drive in Huntsville.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Randle in front, 14-0 over your Huntsville Hornets here in the Curve second quarter. Live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, I'm Carlos Zimmerman alongside Brian Adams, as the penalty for both sides is going to move this kickoff to the 45-yard line. So this is obviously going to sail into the end zone, especially with the wind blowing out to the back of the bowl here at Bowers Stadium. Again, the Hornets now have their back against the wall in a critical game to try and return to the postseason. Let's see what they're going to roll out offensively coming up on this next drive. As Manguia's got the ball teed up here, back deep to receive, Trayshawn Brown and Peyton Pryor. And with 7:59 left to go here in this second quarter, Hornets needing some juice and some life here, as this one will sail into the back of the end zone for a touchback, and the Hornets will take over at their own 25.
Yeah, the Hornets, offensively and defensively both, they just don't look prepared tonight. They are struggling to pick up first downs. They've had a few penalties that have stalled a drive, but defensively, you give them short fields like that, and good teams will make you pay.
So the Hornets will actually start here at the 30-yard line. No, that doesn't look right. Goodness gracious. All right, now they got it right at the 25. Well, the refereeing crew might be a little rusty tonight. We'll see what happens here on this drive for the Hornets. Down by 14. Giddens in the gun, gets the snap. He's going to throw. Fires. Caught. Peyton Pryor at the 30-yard line. Down to the 32-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play by Pryor to bring up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, nice little route there by the sophomore Pryor. Just runs a little 5 to 7 yard curl route, and Giddens hits him right in his numbers. Good play.
So 2nd down and 3 now, as the old adage goes, the run opens the passing game. It might be the passing game that opens the running game tonight. As Giddens gets the snap, he'll drop back, looking to throw. Man, that was just read absolutely perfectly by Randle. They just bull rushed through the line. Someone may have missed their block. Curtis John Miller made the initial hit on Jawan Giddens for a massive loss of 5 on the play to bring up 3rd and 8.
Man, that linebacker shot the gap. As soon as Giddens had the ball in his hands, he was taken down to the ground. Man, my hat's off to Randle on that play.
So now on 3rd down and 8, you'll have 2 wide receivers spread to the right side. H-back Benny Ross offset to the right. Giddens with his 1 running back in Brown. He gets the snap, rolling to his right. Looking to throw, fires, caught, nope. Almost caught by Peyton Pryor there at the 38-yard line. Would have been enough for the first down. It falls incomplete, and we're back to 4th down.
Yeah, Jawan Giddens rolling to his right, trying to hit Pryor coming across the field. It's not a very good pass, incomplete.
So I'll bring up 4th down for the Hornets. They had another drive earlier that was materializing well but fell short. And now Giddens will likely drop back to punt this one back to the Randle Lions. Stands at his own 19, and we've got a flag. It's been the name of the game so far in this one. Looks like someone jumped early, and the Hornets will now back up another 5.
Yeah, very sloppy game by the Hornets starting tonight.
Or do we have a timeout that was called prior to that? Looks like we do. So will they go to this timeout? I'll bring in our 3rd member of the crew tonight in Mr. Luke Scott down on the sideline for us tonight. Luke, a very sloppy start for the Hornets to start this ball game.
Yeah, coming out of the tunnel, Huntsville looked like they were pretty amped, and then whenever that first snap came, and energy just kind of went down, and a lot of heads down here on the sideline. So they need to pick it up here pretty soon, or they're not going to be able to make the playoffs.
Thank you, Luke, down there on the sidelines for us this evening. Again, Huntsville down 14-0 with 6:55 to go in this Curve second quarter. Randle about to get the ball back after the timeout, and it looks like it was Huntsville that burned their first timeout, so they have 2 remaining. Randle has 1 left. Giddens will drop back to punt this one away for the Hornets to send it back to Randle, but you've got to find a way to get it in to Randle territory. Snap is away. The punt by Giddens, sailing, and it will end up in Randle territory, but not far enough, out at the 44-yard line in Randle territory. Still a somewhat short field of work here for Randle as the defense returns to the field. And here's the thing, Brian. That defense is going to get worn down so very fast because the offense is, I don't have that stat with me right now, but the time of possession definitely dominated by that Randle offense.
Well, that was one of the keys to victory. Coach Rodney Southern talked about the Hornets had to win the time of possession, and so far tonight, they aren't even close.
JT Kroll checks into the ball game for the first time tonight. He lines up as one of the interior defensive linemen here on 1st down and 10 here for Leo Garza and company. He gets the snap, and he'll hand it off to his running back. Gets free across the 50 into Hornet territory. Down to the 44-yard line goes to Corian Rubin. And that is a big gain for another first down for the Lions.
Yep, straight handoff up the middle by Randle. Picks up 12 yards and a first down. I mean, their offense is just lights out so far in this first half.
Down to the 44-yard line in Huntsville territory. Brings up a first down again for Randle. Garza in the shotgun. 3 receivers, gets the snap, handed off again to Rubin. Slips the initial tackle by Cummings, but then the swarm gets to him at the 41-yard line, and that will bring up 2nd down and 7 with 6:20 to go here in the first half.
Yep, again, just another simple handoff up the middle, picks up a few yards. Randle's marching the ball down the field.
Garza looking to his sideline, and head coach Brian Randle. Again, Randle, their first year at the varsity level, and if they pick up the win tonight, they advance to the playoffs for their first time ever. 2nd down and 7 from the 41-yard line in Hornet territory. Garza gets the snap, hands this one off again to Rubin, running right side, slips a couple tackles across the 35 and room in front of him down to past the 30-yard line before Justin Engstad finished him off, but it's enough for another first down for the Lions.
Well, you got to give Randle credit. They're well coached, and as you said in the pregame show, they have no seniors on their squad, so they're playing with juniors and underclassmen, and they are rolling all over the Hornets here in the first half.
No tackling whatsoever, as that brings up another first down from the 25-yard line. Randle knocking on the door of yet another score. They have leaded this one the whole way, 14-0 here. Defensive line's got to get some penetration here as Garza in the shotgun gets the snap, handed off again to Rubin, running this one to the right side. Cuts it up across the 25, flag flies in. It's a gain of 3 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 7, but we're going to check this flag here. It might be holding against the Lions. Waiting to get the call here from the White Hat. It is indeed holding against Randle. So the Hornets catch a big break there, and that will back them up definitely this time. 10 yards. And that could give this some life here to this Hornet defense, Brian.
Yeah, it could. The Hornets need a big play. Offensively, defensively, something. That is the one big thing they've lacked all year long are big plays, and a big play would jolt some energy into this Hornet football team.
And with the offense struggling, you need it from your defense at this point. 1st down and 20 now from the 35-yard line in Hornet territory. Lions going right to left across your radio dial. Line shifts for the Hornets, and he gets the snap to Garza, hands this one off again, running this one to the left side. Spun down at the 32-yard line, as that is Sean Smith on the ground. Only a gain of 3 to bring up 2nd down and 17.
Yep, nice little run over around the left side. Pursuit by the Hornet defense was really good on that play. Justin Engstad in on the stop.
Got to find a way to keep it going here if you're the Hornet defense. Keep them pinned back as far as you can, but they did go for it earlier on 4th down, and it resulted in a touchdown for the Lions on their last touchdown drive. Garza in the shotgun, claps, gets the snap, drops back, looking to throw right side, does throw right side in the air, and oh my goodness, nearly caught on the deflection. It was in and out of the hands of Jackson Montalongo, and Alex Sanders nearly came down with the deflection down at the 15-yard line, but it fell luckily to the turf, incomplete to bring up 3rd down and long.
Well, that was a great play call by Randle. You got your 2 wideouts on the far side, both running curl routes. One running a short curl, the other one running a long curl. And you're right, man. That was that was close.
3rd down and 17. For the Hornets, or excuse me, for the Lions here. Hornet defense trying to stiffen up. Empty backfield here for Garza. Trips to the right, he gets the snap. Garza looking left and then throws to the right on a screen at the 30-yard line. Got a flag that does fly in. They are short of the line to gain at the 20-yard line, making that catch and run there, Alex Sanders. But we had a flag that flew in from the backfield, and we also have another one here at the 30-yard line. So could this be also again against Randle?
Yeah, just kind of a medium post, hits him in stride. It was a great pass because he threw it in traffic.
Kind of a long screen that they had there. Typically you see screens right around the line of scrimmage, but it was kind of just that little in route, like you said, a post. I think this is going to be against Randle. Indeed it is. And the Hornets are going to likely accept the penalty because it would have been like 4th down and 5. So instead of it would probably be, depending on the penalty, 3rd down and 22 or 3rd down and 27. It's 3rd down and 22, a 5-yard penalty against Richmond Randle. Hornets catch yet another break.
They have gotten break after break. They've got to take advantage of it right here. 3rd and a mile. Somebody on defense needs to step up and make a big play.
From the 37-yard line with 4:39 left to go here in this curved second quarter. 14-0, Randle in front. You're just joining us here tonight from Huntsville. 4 receivers, 1 running back as Garza claps, gets the snap, drops back, looking to throw. Here comes big JT Kroll looking, fires over the middle, that's incomplete. And on 4th and 22, you expect the Lions to punt this one away, and it looks like here comes the special teams unit for the Lions. Hornet defense finally gets a break.
Yeah, they did. Well, they got lots of help by penalties on Randle, but they're going to see the punt team from Randle for the first time tonight. And with 4:22 left, perfect opportunity to put a long drive together, eat up a bunch of clock, punch it in the end zone right before half, come back, make this a ball game.
Munguia, he'll be back to punt this one here. He stands just shy of midfield. The ball at the 37-yard line on 4th down and 22. Back deep to receive, Matthew Tatum. The wind at Munguia's back. Hornets will look to bring pressure here on this punt. They send Shiloh Jones off the left side. Munguia's punt right to the leather, over to the right side. Tatum will have an opportunity to try and take this out from his own 10-yard line, trying to gain the edge, but he is not going to get very far at all down at the 11-yard line. Tackle made over there by Curtis John Miller, and that is where the Hornets will take over on offense at the 11-yard line, needing 89 yards to get in to the end zone to try and score before the half. And a reminder, folks, Randle receives the second half kickoff.
Well, each possession, the Hornets get a little bit better offensively, but this is crucial. Right before half, perfect opportunity. You got to put points on the board before you go in at halftime.
So here's Jawan Giddens with his brother, freshman running back Trayshawn Brown, coming off of a 100-plus yard game against Brenham. 2 receivers out to the left side. Giddens gets the snap, hands it off. No, keeps it himself, running this one to the right side. Across the 15 goes Giddens and out of bounds at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 to bring up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, little quarterback keeper around the right side, picks up 5 yards, gets out of bounds. Nice play there by Giddens. Just got to add to it.
He got out of bounds, so it stops the clock with 4:07. Again, the Hornets down 14-0 here in this Curves second quarter of play. As we near the 8 o'clock hour here in Huntsville on a gorgeous night for football. Giddens on 2nd down and 5, same formation. 4-man rush here for the Lions. They hand it off to Brown, and he is stopped short. Nope, they gave him 1. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4. We've got whistles for a moment, but it looks like they'll just keep this going here. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Hornets. Got to find a way to convert, Brian.
Yeah, you do. Another great tackle by Curtis John Miller on the kickoff coverage, and right there on that play, big 3rd down here for the Hornets.
They have gone 3 and out on 3 of their 4 drives tonight. Giddens in the shotgun, gets the snap, hands it off to his brother Brown. Cutting this one at the 15-yard line, still trying to get the edge, the pile. Did it push him for a first down? Yes, it did. Past the 20-yard line and down to the 22-yard line goes the freshman Trayshawn Brown. Good for a Mocha Attorneys at Law first down.
Yeah, nice run by Brown around the left side. Giddens puts the ball in his belly, rides it, gives it up to him. He takes it around the left side, picks up the first down. Good run there by the young freshman.
Up to the 22-yard line, the Hornets, they've got to move quickly, though. They have 2 timeouts at their disposal if they need it. 2 receivers now spread out to the right side as Giddens lines up in the gun with his brother offset. He'll hand it off to Brown, trying to run straight ahead. But he is smothered. It's no gain on the play, and that brings up 2nd down.
Yep, again, another just handoff right up the middle. Randle's all over it. The run game for the Hornets is really not taking off yet so far. Maybe they will start thinking about opening up the passing game.
Yeah, you got to think about it. You got to try and mix and match plays because Randle knows what's coming.
Yeah, I mean, if they scouted the Brenham game, which I know they did, then they know how much running game the Hornets are going to do.
2nd down and 10 after the no gainer with 2:50 to go here in the second quarter. Giddens will run this one to the right, trying to cut it upfield, but still not going to go anywhere. It's still no gain as Giddens could not get any forward momentum. You're not going to get any forward momentum running to the side instead of upfield. It brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, horizontally, you try to take the edge, and you got the pursuit by Randle. You can't turn it upfield. They got to start going vertical. They got to open up the passing game. I mean, I'm a former quarterback for the Hornets. I love to pass the ball. They haven't done it but maybe 6-7 times in 2 ball games.
And here's something to think about. You have Austin Taylor at your disposal. He has been well cleared of injury, and you saw him earlier in the year. He knew how to zip that ball in there. He's got some pump in that arm, but they're going to go with Giddens for the time being. 3rd down and 10 from the 22-yard line. Giddens gets the snap. He's going to drop back and look to throw. Just a short little in route looking for Benny Ross. It's off his hands, and it's incomplete. And that is 4th down for the Hornets. Stops the clock with 1:56 left to go here. So Randall's going to get an opportunity to possess this ball before you go into the locker room, and they get the ball to start the second half.
Yep. Well, you're running the ball up the middle, getting nowhere. Then it's 3rd and 11. Then you try the passing game. Mix it up a little bit better.
Giddens will drop back and punt this one away to Randall. Gained at nothing on that drive after getting the first down, and Giddens punts this one out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Not a great punt, and that will bring up yet another short field for the Lions, and here comes the Hornet defense.
Carlos, I believe that ball was blocked again.
May have gotten a piece. Someone may have gotten a piece of it there, or maybe spooked Giddens enough to where it would go off the right side of his leg.
So I believe this is going to be the 3rd, maybe 4th possession for Randall. And, folks, every possession, they get a little closer to the Hornet end zone every time they start their drive.
Luke down there on the sideline said, nope, just a clean one. He just shanked it. So Randall takes over in Hornet territory at the 33-yard line. Very short field of work here for Leo Garza. Up 14-0 and 1:49 left to go here in the first half. Motions his running back in Lewis to the right side of him. Garza drops back and looks to throw. No, he handed it off on a delayed handoff. Good play there by the Hornets to stuff him, but they gave him the forward progress to the 30-yard line. Shiloh Jones made the stop, but it's a gain of 3 for 2nd down and 7.
Well, that was a smooth little play by Leo Garza. He drops back to pass. His running back is over to his left. He takes the ball in his left hand and hands it off in front, sticks it into the stomach of the running back. Good play, man.
That's good veteran awareness for a guy playing at his first year at the varsity level. Hands this one off again to Lewis, cuts it back across the 30 down to the 26-yard line, and it will bring up a manageable 3rd down for the Randall Lions. Clock moving with 1:10 left to go. Again, Northside Baptist Church halftime report coming up next. Me and Brian will break down this first half for you, a rather quick first half here tonight in Huntsville. Luke Scott will join us up here in the booth as well to chat things up. And, of course, we'll take a look around Texas high school football on the on the high school football scoreboard. 3rd down and 2 as he gets the snap, hands it off again to Lewis. Running this one to the right side. He's met, but right at the line to gain, which was the 23-yard line. I believe J.T. Kroll got to him, but it's enough for a first down for the Lions.
Yeah, it looks like Shiloh Jones comes up off the ground, too. Again, that little quick running back for Randall picks up another first down.
That's going to bring up first down once again here for the Lions. On the 23-yard line, he gets the snap. Running this one to the left side is Garza. Free man coming. Oh, big hit! Shiloh Jones with the cast and everything. That's a Hartfield Flores sack. Doubles as a Frank Oliveris hard hit, and Garza is slow to get up.
He is down. What a hit by the sophomore. Shiloh Jones just levels Garza, and he is still down.
They're checking him out there on the field. He's down at the 28-yard line. So while they attend to Leo Garza, we'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back here shortly here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Back here in Huntsville, they're still attending to Leo Garza down there on the sideline, or the training staff for the Randall Lions and the Huntsville Hornets and Brian Parker. Brian, while they still tend to him, let's thank more of our sponsors.
Absolutely, Carlos. We want to thank Mocha & Mocha Attorneys at Law for your estate planning, real estate, or business law needs. Call Mocha & Mocha Attorneys at Law, serving Huntsville since 1971. And Nelson Amaya's Collision Center, honest work and quality service. Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust in Climatech Secure Storage, the ideal place to keep your belongings safe and secure. And MRC Creekside, a healthy living senior community. And Mirsky's Cafe, home of the world-famous Hootie Burger.
As Garza is now up, he is getting off the field walking, which is very good to see, as it was a low hit by Jones, and a little assistance there from the training staff. Again, a big sack brought to you by Hartfield Florist there for Shiloh Jones. Doubles as a Frank Oliveris Realty hard hit. We'll bring up now second down and long here for the Lions, and we're going to see what they decide to roll out here, as they don't have another quarterback listed on their roster, so Garza was the guy. So we're just going to go to a steady situation of Wildcat plays, but the running game has been working, as it'll be Zion Lewis lining up, and now Courtney Brown lining up as the guy to receive this snap. You got three guys in the backfield here, a wide receiver offset, and now they'll motion everyone out of the backfield. Here's Zion Lewis alone in the backfield now with a four-man rush for the Hornets with 24 seconds left to go. They're going to throw this one, and oh boy, double pass here, back over to Lewis with a lot of real estate in front of him as he get a good lead block at the 20-yard line. He is short of the first down, and with Randle having one timeout remaining, wow, a lot of trickeration there, going from Lewis to Brown and then back over to Lewis, who had a lot of real estate in front of him, down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. And we got flags as they tried to quickly kick the ball before the quarter was up. The kick was blocked, by the way. Wow, that was weird.
That was weird. Flags fly. We got movement everywhere.
So it may have been an illegal formation there, as Randle tried to kick a field goal before they hit the locker room and tried to kick it before triple zeros. Randle, I thought, still had a timeout remaining. Maybe they didn't. So the refereeing crew converging here. And, of course, folks, before we head to the break, we're going to get a word from head coach Rodney Southern before we take the halftime. As the refereeing crew is going to say here, they're going to just send them to the locker room. So that is the end of the quarter. Huntsville escapes more damage, but they are down 14-0 here against the Richmond Randle Lions. Luke is standing by down there on the sideline. He'll hopefully get a word here from head coach Rodney Southern. Here he comes here in just a few moments. Northside Baptist Church halftime report coming up next, so stick around. But now we'll hand it over to Luke down on the sideline with head coach Rodney Southern.
Thanks, Carlos. Coach, down 14-0, a sloppy start. What's got to go in the second half to potentially win this game?
Well, we got to block them up front. We haven't done a good job blocking most of their blitz stuff, and they're going to do it every down, and we knew that. So we got to make some corrections there, and we haven't tackled very well. And obviously 1 and 7 are really good football players.
And Coach, talking about the penalties too, what's got to change there? And just, is it discipline or is it just mindset there?
Well, some of it's hustle penalties, some of it's holding penalties. You're trying to block guys that are faster than you, and some of them are penalties. This crew normally throws a lot of flags.
Thank you, Coach. Coach them up. Back to you, Carlos.
Thank you, Luke, down there on the sideline for us. As we just heard from head coach Rodney Southern, the Hornets are down 14-0 in a win-or-go-home situation against the Randle Lions. The Northside Baptist Church halftime report coming your way next, right here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner in Huntsville. Do you need a new vehicle with great gas mileage? Do you want to save some money and not pay over MSRP or have to purchase the dealer add-ons? You need to come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we are home of the bottom line. Not only do we not charge over MSRP, but if you qualify for supplier discounts, we'll honor that. Teachers, first responders, and anyone else that might qualify for supplier discounts. Ask our sales consultant to look into it and see if your company qualifies. So if you want a great deal on a General Motors vehicle, come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we are home of the bottom line.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
Hey folks, it's Steven over here at Adams Furniture. We're your Huntsville, Texas hometown furniture store. Come in and see why we carry the top brands with great customer service. We carry brands such as Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Hybrid, Serta mattresses. We have the biggest selection of Lazy Boy recliners, double reclining sofas, reclining love seats. We have all American-made hardwood bedroom furniture, living room furniture, all American-made lift chairs. All this is in stock and ready for delivery at Adams Furniture. We are cheaper in the country. Shop local with us and save your money. That's Adams Furniture, 30 State Highway, 75 North and 10th Street.
At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. If you have a CSCU debit card, make sure you're enjoying all the perks that come with your card. You Choose is our debit card rewards program that earns you points for every purchase. Points can be redeemed for cash back, merchandise, and more. Signing up is easy. Visit cscutx.com, click on You Choose in the quick links, then register for the program. You'll begin earning points for rewards immediately. CSCU. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. Member NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
The Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger is an all-time favorite. It brings so many flavors together in harmony, you might wonder if it's greater than the sum of its parts. It's got 2 all-beef patties, both of which fantastic. Crispy bacon, love that. Grilled onions, melty cheese. I mean, who would say no? And sweet and spicy pepper sauce. Yes, please. I guess we're kind of partial to every part. The Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it. Order online to earn rewards.
Did you know you can burn calories on the way to the car rider line? Yep, you heard me. Lose weight on your way to pick up the kid. Curves is a targeted 30-minute workout designed specifically for you. Our custom hydraulic equipment is the way to get the strength training and cardio you've been missing out on. Lose weight, burn inches, and tone up in just 30 minutes. Call Curves 295-3900 or follow us on Facebook.
The Color Bar Hair Salon and Tanning Salon are full supporters of our Huntsville Hornets. Just like our Hornets, we offer the best Huntsville has to offer. The Color Bar Hair Salon is a full-service salon and is ranked the #1 VIP Bellamy Hair Extension Salon. From precision cuts to full treatments, we'll make sure you leave always wanting to come back. The Color Bar Tanning Salon offers a monthly membership that includes access to our mega beds with body contoured acrylics and a relaxing hydro massage bed for only $59.99. The Color Bar Hair and Tanning Salon, where your experience matters.
We all know that buying a vehicle is expensive, and that means you do what you can to maintain that vehicle. The same standard goes for your heating and cooling system. That is why at McGilberry Mechanical, we highly recommend a seasonal tune-up. A seasonal tune-up will save you money, prevent breakdowns, prolong equipment life, diagnose minor problems before they become major ones, and comply with manufacturer warranty requirements. Schedule a maintenance appointment for your heating and cooling system today. Maintenance is everything. Call McGilberry Mechanical at 936-291-2640.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal on real inventory? And during the month of October, the savings are so good, it's scary. Get a 2023 Hyundai Sonata, several to choose from, and more arriving daily. Or 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe's in stock and ready to rock. Get 2023 Hyundai Tucsons. You want them, we got them. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Courage, integrity, perseverance, commitment, not just the job. This is a career with a purpose. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice is hiring correctional officers now. Full and part-time positions available, no experience required, paid training, great health care and retirement, and opportunities for base pay increases with continued service in the first year. Apply now at tdcj.texas.gov/co. That's tdcj.texas.gov/co. Serve Texas with purpose.
Hi, I'm Audrey Dimel, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and we are in the business of helping you take care of yours. If you didn't know, in addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts for commercial members. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members as well as our business members. Find out how easy it is to handle your business account needs with Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Caught the Ford fever? Then head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville for the best customer service and best deal on your new Ford. Now's a great time to check out our remaining 2022 Ford F-Series trucks and fuel-efficient Ford SUVs while they last. And if you don't see what you want on the lot, we'll help you build the 2023 truck of your dreams, and you'll still get a no-bull deal. Stop in today and see for yourself why so many folks buy at Bill Fick Ford, or check us out online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it has to be El Gordo Taqueria. You'll experience the absolute best real Mexican food. El Gordo Taqueria has plates. Also, check out their new deck. Dine in or carry out, now available. Delivery to you from DoorDash and Grubhub. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And now open Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For the absolute best authentic Mexican food in Huntsville, it's El Gordo Taqueria. Call us at 295-TACO. That's 295-8226. Try it once and you'll be hooked. El Gordo Taqueria.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westville Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
This is BJ McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through three primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
This is the Northside Baptist Church Hornets High School Halftime Report. Here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports, as we welcome you to the Northside Baptist Church halftime report here in Huntsville. Randle leads this ball game 14-0 in a winner-take-all for a spot in the postseason, likely as the 3 seed if other games pan out, which we'll talk about here in just a little bit. If you're watching on the YouTube side of things and you want to watch the band, they are down there on the field right now, the band and the Grenadier Guard. So enjoy that there in the background as we break down this first half for you. Brian, just a sloppy first half all around offensively. I mean, and you try to credit the defense as much as you can. Holding Randle really only to 14 points. The last couple of drives, they didn't get any points, so that's a good sign for the defense. But that offense has got to get going.
They got to find a spark. They've got to do something. You can't just keep running the ball up the middle and hope something's going to change. It's not. And the Hornets, they cannot keep giving Randle the short field. Their opening drive was on the Huntsville side of the field. Their second drive was even deeper on the Hornet side of the field, and the third drive was even deeper than that. You cannot do that and win a football game. They have got to change things here at halftime.
I mean, you look at it and you think about some of the changes that they may be trying to make. Down only 14-0, so again, the lead is not insurmountable for the Hornets, but it's hefty. For the point is, your offense isn't going. On the defensive side of the ball, we've seen some sparks of a good play. Shiloh Jones made a big sack on Leo Garza, and who knows if Garza's going to return to this ball game, because, I mean, it was just a hard hit, and he was down after that play. So Shiloh making good plays. JT's made a couple of good plays out there, and you've got to find a way to try and keep that defense going, but it doesn't go if the offense doesn't.
No, it certainly doesn't. And think about this. We're still in this ball game, but I tell you what, we were saved by a ton of penalties right before half. Randle committed. Had they not committed those penalties, the game would be 28-0 going into halftime. They've got to turn it around. And again, I get it. You've got a hot shot young running back, and we want to see him out there. But there's more to the offense. You have a passing game that has been absent the last 2 games. Somehow you got to keep that defense honest of Randle. If they know you're going to run the ball every down, well, yeah, they're going to stack every guy they have in that box, which is what they've been doing. If you look, the defense, 5 yards past that line of scrimmage, there is no defenders. They're all up on that line, and it's going to just crush the run game.
And it has so far in this game. Head coach Rodney Southern said it with Luke before going into the locker room. They've got to find better blocking up front because they're blitzing almost every play. I mean, that's really been the name of the game for Randle, and you don't really normally hear that very often, teams blitzing on every play, but it has worked for the Lions. And this is impressive. I got to give Randle credit. This is their first year at the varsity level, and they're playing like they've been at the varsity level for 10 years.
They are playing confidently. And, yeah, man, exactly, Carlos. They don't even have a senior out there on their team, and this is their first year in varsity, and they look like veterans with a team full of seniors. Shouldn't be that way.
No, it shouldn't be that way, and you'd think it would be different. The Hornets have about 17 or 18 seniors on that team, a lot of them on the defensive side of the ball and on that offensive line, which have been the 2 factors tonight. poor tackling and not good enough blocking up front to open up the running game or even try to open up the passing game. And that's really been the story tonight here in Huntsville, as the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band and the Grenadier Guard still doing their performance down there. Brian, of course, we'll get your keys to the second half, your halftime adjustments, albeit a lot of adjustments need to be made. The Hornets, their chance to go back to the playoffs, it's starting to dwindle a bit, and they've got to find a way to turn it around.
Well, they're still in this ball game.
Yes.
But Randall's going to get the ball to start this the second half. Huntsville has to do things differently. You know, we can sound like a broken record all day long, but what we're saying and what they're doing on the field is just not translating. Somehow out there, they have got to figure this deal out. Defensively, they've done pretty well. Again, Shiloh Jones, that massive hit. Man, that was an incredible hit. Taking that quarterback out, at least temporarily. But that's just one aspect of it. They've got to figure out this offense.
You're absolutely right. Folks, we're going to step aside and take a break for 90 seconds. And when we come back, I'll welcome in our sideline reporter, Luke Scott. We'll chat things up with him and get his perspective on this ballgame so far, as well as talk about what the next athletic event is coming up here that we'll have for you on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. So stick around, folks. The Northside Baptist Church Halftime Report continues after this from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
Halftime is an opportunity for teams to rest from the events of the first half and get a plan for the future of the second half. Broadcasters are busy analyzing what has already happened, while coaches are planning strategies and making changes, but the final score is yet to be determined. We want a Hornet victory in the future. Life is a lot like a football game. We all have a past that we cannot change, and we don't know what the future will bring. There's something unique about life in the future. Jesus is already there. You can trust him with the plan of your future life. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Halftime is a time of rest and refueling, a time to reflect and get ready for what is coming. Friends, Sundays are a great halftime for your life. The last week is behind you, and Sunday is a fresh start to a new week. It's to be a day of rest, a day to recharge. We believe there's no better place to do this than Northside Baptist Church. I invite you to come see us soon. I believe you'll be recharged and replenished as we worship God together. Come to the cross. We'll show you the Savior. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. Here on the Northside Baptist Church Halftime Report, I'm Carlos Zimmerman, joined now by our sideline reporter down on the field, Luke Scott. Luke, how you doing, man?
Good, Carlos. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Luke, getting Brian's perspective, of course, as a former Hornet quarterback, and I want to get your perspective because you're down there on the sideline. You're right in the thick of it. I mean, what's the attitude so far down there on the sideline? It can't be ideal.
No, the kind of the mojo down there is, none really. I mean, there's nothing, no pumped up. No one's, on their head. Everyone's heads down, kind of shoulders shrugged. So they got to get something going because right now the score's not awful, but, physically they're getting beat up.
Yeah, they are, and they've got to find a way to change things up offensively. And I want to get your perspective. You've been around the game for a good while.
Yep.
I mean, just what's your perspective on what needs to change offensively? Because obviously you have a fat goose egg there on the scoreboard.
Well, talking about what Brian said about throwing the ball, you got to get something going through the air because right now, just like what Brian said, you're running into 9 guys and 5 guys on the line or 6 guys, including a tight end or an H-back. You're not blocking all 9, right? And so it's single coverage outside. It's man-to-man. And the receivers are actually doing not a bad job getting open when they're running routes. We've seen a couple catches there prior. Nothing from Tatum tonight. But, I mean, you got to get something going through the air just to keep the Lions honest. And how you say the run sets up the pass. You got to run. Or you got to throw to maybe set up the run and get this score a little bit closer and go into the fourth quarter maybe as a tighter ball game.
Yeah, and I mean, I said it earlier. I mean, the old adage goes, the run opens the pass.
Right.
And obviously it's the reverse tonight. The pass is going to have to open up the run. You're going to have to, and it doesn't have to be extravagant passing plays. You can do little short, little curl routes, do little slants over the middle because get your guys in stride, maybe get some yak after the play. So, I mean, you got to find a way to be able to do that, and it hasn't worked so far, so we'll see if they've adjusted.
And whenever Huntsville's offense was at its peak there against Rudder and at times against Montgomery, remember we were throwing a lot of screens, a lot of those 5-yard hitch routes. I mean, quick, easy reads there for Taylor and Giddens. And past couple of games from Lake Creek where Jordan Smith and I called, and even last week, we haven't thrown the ball at all, really. And so it's like what happened to the passing game.
I mean, look at last week, for instance, third quarter, not a single passing game. That's why that game was just north of 2 hours long. Why? Because they ran the ball the entire time, basically. I remember 6 or 7 passing plays, and half of them were incomplete. So you got to find a way to get that passing game opening, of course, and it really doesn't matter who's the one that's at that quarterback spot, whether it be Giddens or if they try to go to Taylor down the stretch of this second half. You got to find a way to make a big play happen. That's the other thing, too. You need a big play to not only jolt that sideline down there on the sideline. You said that they're a bit sullen right now. You got to find a way to get this crowd into the ball game as well.
Yeah, last week, Trayshawn Brown made a bunch of big plays, and then going back prior weeks, against Rudder, Braylon Phelps had a few monster runs. I got him over 100 yards, 120 yards rushing today, and so far today, the biggest play has been 8 yards, 9 yards. So you got to get something offensively. You got to get some sort of momentum going because right now it's all Randle.
It's all Randle right now. And, folks, I know we sound like a broken record, but it is what it is out there right now. I mean, there's no offense. The defense is tired.
Well, the defense is keeping the Hornets into the game.
Yes.
A couple big stops there in Huntsville territory, and so far Randall's doing a really good job of just ticking down that clock, and that's what Coach Southern talked about prior to this game.
I mean, if the clock is eventually not going to be on the side of the Hornets if you don't get points. Again, Randle gets the ball to start this second half, and if Randle goes out and scores, you're big time in a hole to try and return to the postseason for the first time in 2 years. Kind of pivoting away from the ball game now, Luke, we've got Hornet basketball coming up very, very soon, and there's been a bit of a change this year. I will no longer be covering Hornet girls basketball, and you're going to be taking over Hornet boys basketball, and our good buddy who's also running the dials back at the studio right now, Colin Neal, he'll be taking over Hornet girls basketball. It's right around the corner. I believe the Hornet girls start their season tomorrow, and the boys are going to be right behind them. Should be an exciting year of high school hoops.
Yeah, well, in prior years, we haven't been able to cover Huntsville guys basketball really consistently, and this year we got a whole crew, devoted for both women's and men's basketball. So it's going to be an exciting time. I know Coach O's pumped down there. I was talking to him earlier about it, and so we're really excited to cover them and hopefully a good season basketball. And myself, I love college basketball. I love high school basketball. That's my favorite sport to be around, and it's so fun, especially in that time of year too. So really excited to get things going there.
Absolutely. We're gonna be working out some of the details over the next couple of months as to when we're gonna start covering basketball. They will not be on the FM airwaves, but you can tune in on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network on our YouTube streams for both Hornet boys basketball and Hornet girls basketball. And of course, whenever we get the info along on when we'll start covering those games, we'll pass it along to you on our Facebook page at KSAM Sports. Luke, thank you for joining me up here in the booth. I'll get you back down there to the sideline for this second half. But as I always do you want to give anybody a shout out before I let you go?
Man, shout out my parents. My dad, he was in Tokyo last week and he's in LA stuck at the airport, I believe, right now. So shout out to him, shout out to the grandparents listening, and shout out to you, Carlos, for helping us, or helping myself and everyone involved at KSAM out here and being a really good role model for all of us.
Well, I appreciate that very much, Luke. Papa Scott, I hope you're enjoying it at LAX right now, but hopefully get you back home here pretty soon. All right, we're going to step aside and take another break. When we come back, Brian will get his halftime adjustments, as well as we'll take a look at the Texas High School football scoreboard when we come back in a minute here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. The Northside Baptist Church halftime report continues after this.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? With Thanksgiving just around the corner and Christmas on its heels, I heard somebody say with the price of food and gas and soaring inflation, I don't have much to be thankful for. If you feel this way, I want to challenge you with something. Look beyond the troubles of today. Look to Jesus. While the price of a gallon of gas changes almost daily, there is one thing you can be thankful for, that it never changes. Friends, Jesus never changes. He is the one constant in this world. He still forgives and restores. He still redeems and gives us access to God. He has never changed and never will. For this, you can be thankful. I'm Reagan Cook, Senior Pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. I'm Carlos Zimmerman alongside Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Brian, we've heard from you, we've heard from Luke, but now let's all condense it down into a little bit here. We've kind of sounded like a broken record, but hey, it is what it is. Down 14-0, your halftime adjustments for the Hornets to come back, win the ball game, and advance to the playoffs. The
Hornets have to pass the football. They got to keep Randle's defense, they got to keep them honest. And again, when you start stacking the box with 8+ people, I mean, that's going to stop that run game. And that's what we gave them the whole first half. We gave them nothing but runs. And we also gave Randle short field. So they got to do a lot better job on special teams. They've got to make some first downs, and obviously they got to score points. They are not out of this ball game. Okay, this is a brand new half. You know, you go in at halftime, you get with your position coach, you make adjustments. They were probably super busy in there making adjustments. They are still in this fight, and those are the things I think they need to do to pull out a victory.
All right, time to take a look at the Texas High School football scoreboard across 5A Division II Region 3 over in District 9, where is the adjacent district to District 10 is who you will match up in the playoffs. Port Neches Grove, the Indians, they lead Galena Park at the halftime 28-0. They're well on their way to clinching the 2 seed in District 9. Fort Bend Marshall, tight lead contested ball game. Same difference as ours, but Fort Bend Marshall, the Buffaloes, they lead at 28-14 over the Dayton Broncos. Down in Bryan, we've got an upset brewing. Rudder leads Montgomery 21-14.
Wow.
In that ball game there, as they just went to the halftime break, so they're going to finish well after we're done, so we may have to wait a little bit to see how that game pans out, because that implies playoff implications for the Hornets. But down by 14 here, you got to find a way to get back into the ball game for even to worry about that ball game. And then quickly, in other ends of the districts in Region 3, out in the Austin area, the Northeast Raiders lead the Navarro Vikings 7-3, and the LBJ Jaguars lead the Crockett Cougars 27-0. And then back here in our district, winner take all coming up tomorrow. Brenham versus Montgomery Lake Creek, winner take all for District 10 here this season. That will wrap up the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. When we come back, the Whataburger third quarter coming your way as we wrap up halftime here as the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band finishes up their performance. We'll step aside and take a break. Third quarter is next here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
This has been the Northside Baptist Church Hornets Halftime Report. Stay tuned for more Huntsville High School football on KSAM.
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They are a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic offers a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South, near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Hello, this is Carol Sullivan with Community Service Credit Union. You know how much I love rodeo and helping rodeo contestants and their families. If you're thinking about that truck or trailer of your dreams, keep CSCU in mind. We'll work with you to get a payment you can afford from a financial institution you can trust. Visit cscutx.com and apply online today. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. CSCU. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership required. Certain restrictions apply.
Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner in Huntsville. Do you need a new vehicle with great gas mileage? Do you want to save some money and not pay over MSRP or have to purchase the dealer add-ons? You need to come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we are home of the bottom line. Not only do we not charge over MSRP, but if you qualify for supplier discounts, we'll honor that. Teachers, first responders, and anyone else that might qualify for supplier discounts. Ask our sales consultant to look into it and see if your company qualifies. So if you want a great deal on a General Motors vehicle, come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we are home of the bottom line.
Proud supporter of
of Huntsville High School. Danny Doherty State Farm in Huntsville covers all your business, auto, home, life, and renter's insurance needs. Call or stop by the office and get a quote today. They will find the right policy to fit your needs. Call Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance at 936-295-2067. That's 936-295-2067. Or visit them at 2914 Montgomery Road in Huntsville.
I'm Billy Cawthon with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we understand every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music or smiles and laughter. Whatever memories you have, you can trust Walker County's premier funeral home to serve our friends and neighbors in their time of need. We are family owned and operated, and we are a proud supporter of Huntsville Athletics. Sting 'em, Hornets. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, 1700 Normal Park Drive in Huntsville.
Hey folks, it's Steven over here at Adams Furniture. We're your Huntsville, Texas hometown furniture store. Come in and see why we carry the top brands with great customer service. We carry brands such as Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Hybrid, Serta mattresses. We have the biggest selection of Lazy Boy recliners, double reclining sofas, reclining love seats. We have all American-made hardwood bedroom furniture, living room furniture, all American-made lift chairs. All this is in stock and ready for delivery at Adams Furniture. We are cheaper in the country. Shop local with us and save your money. That's Adams Furniture, 30 State Highway, 75 North and 10th Street.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
KSAM, your home for Hornets high school football. Back to the game, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Elliott T. Bauer Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University for this evening's ball game between the Huntsville Hornets and the Richmond Randle Lions. As we're wrapping up halftime here, the halftime festivities, the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band playing the fight song here as they now run off the field. And we'll get back to play here momentarily. Richmond Randle, a 14-0 lead here at the break. And they are looking to try and come away with this ball game and advance to the playoffs for the first time ever in the school's history.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. I mean, again, no seniors on their squad whatsoever, and it's their first year at varsity competition, and they are acting like they've been around for a very long time. Hornets have to turn it around because now you only have half a football game left in which to do it.
As we get ready for the Whataburger third quarter, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Again, if you are just tuning in, folks, let us know where you're watching from down in the comments below if you're on the YouTube stream, and we're glad you're with us as well if you're listening in on the FM airwaves on 101.7 KSAM. Joseph Mejia is going to have the ball teed up here to kick it back to Randle. And for their first kickoff of the night, a Climatech secure storage kickoff for Joseph Mejia, hoping to boot this one deep, the wind in his face ever so slightly, and trying to pin Randle back in their own territory, really for one of their first drives of the night, because their one time they started in their own territory, it was around the 45-yard line. As Mejia's kick right to the leather at the 20-yard line. Running up and catching this one here is Sean Smith, running this one to the right side. He's got room and cutting it back at around the 50-yard line, and he is down at the 49-yard line. A good return here for Randle out of the break, and they are going to once again, Brian, have a short field of work.
Yeah, well, again, I mean, hope we don't have a repeat of the first half, but you're right, Carlos. They're going to get the ball in Hornet territory to start the second half. Great return there by Randle in the defense. Somebody needs to step up and make a big play.
And at this point in the ballgame for the Hornets, you got to maybe try and get a turnover. That's where you got to get it. As here comes Leo Garza. We wondered if he was going to be able to come back out after a big hit laid on him by Shiloh Jones as he was favoring his knee. Garza back out there, lining up as the quarterback. His running back, Zion Lewis, who's having a good ball game tonight as Randle takes over right at midfield. They need 50 yards to try and put a lot of pressure on Huntsville. Garza claps, gets the snap out of the shotgun, hand this one off to Lewis, running this one to the left side, makes a couple of moves, gets around a would-be tackler, but Lewis was not able to get very far. Only a gain of 2 to bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, nice little run around the left side by Lewis. I mean, he's dancing around everything else. Well, let me say, good play by the defense for the Hornets. I mean, 2 yards by that fast little running back. Good job on their part.
It's good containment as it was J-Bug, Jeremiah Winfrey, that forced him out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8 now. Randle leading 14-0 in this ball game. Garza motions his running back now to the right side. 3 receivers set. The H-back offset. Hands it off again to Lewis. Running this one to the left side. Cuts up ahead, but the pile is going to push him backwards. Forward progress will put him at the 46-yard line. Now they'll move him up 1 to the 45-yard line. It's 3rd down and 5 for Randle.
Yeah, nice tackle there by the Mike linebacker. Justin Engstad makes first contact, brings him down. Big 3rd down opportunity for this defense. Somebody step up and make a big play. Get the offense back out on the field.
Yep, you're absolutely right. 3rd down and 5. Got to make a big play here as the Hornets show pressure with Pomeroy off the right side. Had a sack last week. They empty out the backfield. 5 wide receivers here for Leo Garza. In Hornet territory at the 45-yard line. 11:05 to go on the game clock. 14-0 Randle. Garza claps, gets the snap, dropping back, looking to throw. Here comes Cody Hager off the right side. That is caught by Lewis over the open field. Still has a lot of room to run. Slips a would-be tackler at the 40, past the 35, and down to the 31-yard line. And that is enough for a first down for Randle. 14 yards on the catch and run.
Yep. Zion Lewis comes out of the backfield, goes in motion, then does a crossing pattern. Garza hits him right in stride. Big first down for Randle, and they're on the move once again.
So Randle moving now, closing in on that red zone at the 32-yard line, needing 12 yards to get the red zone, 32 to get in to score, leading by 14. Garza in the shotgun, motion man across the line right to left, gets the snap, does Garza, hands it off. Running this one to the left side, flag flies in, not going very far, however, is Sean Smith. Tackle made there by Jadarius Smith. Let's check the flag here as Shiloh Jones is a little slow to get up.
Well, that flag is in the area of holding. We're going to get the call here in a second.
Shiloh gets up under his own power and doesn't need assistance from the training staff, which is good to see. Has that club on the left hand. They're hindering his tackling a little bit there. That flag flew in very, very quickly there on that running play there by Sean Smith, so this might be hopefully against Randle, and it looks like it is. Illegal block in the back against Randle will back him up a few yards as the Hornets catch yet another break on the penalty side of things.
Well, it goes to show Randle being a kind of a young ball club, as we said. First year at his varsity level, no seniors, and they have had a ton of penalties keeping the Hornets in this ball game.
And that will back them up 10, and they'll bring up a first down and 20 for the Lions now, out of field goal range beyond the 40 at the 42-yard line. The first down and 20 coming up here in just a few moments. Hornets hoping to try and make something big defensively. They're going to have a 4-man rush. Claudio Alvarenga, or actually, excuse me, Shiloh Jones showing blitz off the left side of that defensive line. Smith motions back into the backfield here on this first down and 20. Garza claps, gets the snap, hands it off to Smith. Running this one to the left side. Has room at the 40 and gets a good lead block across the 30. And he stepped out of bounds, they say, at the 27-yard line, but that will definitely get a lot of the run back. It's second down and a very manageable 5 yards or so.
Yeah, nice run around the left side, hits the edge, picks up the first down and many more yards. Nice run there by number 20, Sean Smith.
You got a couple of good guys in that backfield there if you're the head coach for Randle, Brian Randle. That brings up second down and 5 for Leo Garza. Empty backfield here for 4 receivers, 2 spread to each side. 4-man rush for the Hornets as they got the jump, and the ball came free. Well, this is going to likely be against Huntsville, as it looked like the line jumped for the Hornets in Cody Hager and JT Kroll. And if it is indeed against the Hornets, that is going to back them up or push them forward 5 yards and would be enough for a first down. No, is it against Randle? Oh, they're teasing us now. As it is against the Hornets, it's a 5-yard penalty, and it will move the sticks.
Well, that's a shame. Again, that penalties kill you because it was a bad snap to Garza. Huntsville could have had pushed them back pretty good distance, but yet the flag was on the Hornets, and they pick up a first down out of it.
Down to the 22-yard line goes Randle with 10:16 to go on the game clock, leading 14-0. Randle threatening outside of the red zone. Garza drops back and gets the snap. He'll run this one. JT Kroll in pursuit, and he comes back to finish the play there as they move him up to the 21-yard line. It was Shiloh Jones that made the initial hit. Only a gain of 1.
Yeah, nice tackle to finish it off by JT Kroll, number 54, to get him a small gain. Picked up a couple yards on that carry.
Bring up second down and 8 coming up here for the Randle Lions. Got to find a way to get this sideline back into the picture as well if you're the Hornets. and get this crowd of those that came out tonight. Here on 2nd down and 8, needing a big play defensively, they'll hand it off. Here is Lewis running this one to the right side, gets around a couple of would-be tacklers. Cole Schroeder forces him out. Let's see where they're going to mark him here. They're going to mark him at the 18-yard line, so it's only a gain of about 3 or 4, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Well, another opportunity on 3rd down for the Hornet defense. Somebody needs to make a stop for the Hornets. Keep this game within reach.
Of course, Randle, is going to take their sweet time, but, the clock is stopped at 9.5 minutes left to go here in this Whataburger 3rd quarter. 2.5 minutes have ticked off, and they'll spread 3 receivers out to the left side here as it looks like they're going to go direct snap here. Garza off for this play, running this one to the left side. That was scouted well by the Hornets. A couple of guys into the backfield making that stop. Isaiah Collins with good pursuit. Tyler Pomeroy finished off Zion Lewis. It's a loss of 1 on the play to bring up 4th down, and they will bring out the field goal unit.
Well, nice play there by the defense to bring out this field goal unit. You got the wind with them. They have a really good kicker. And he's going to have what, Carlos, a 35-yard attempt?
This is at the 17-yard line, so this would be, my math serves me correctly, you're almost there, 34-yard attempt for Christian Munguia. From the left hash, the wind at his back to help him. His holder is Jackson Montalongo. Snap is away. The hold by Montalongo is down. The kick by Munguia splits the uprights and is good. So the Hornets catch a break. They get away with just the 3 points, but now it is a 3-possession lead for the Richmond Randle Lions. They lead 17-0 following the 34-yard try from Munguia. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back in a few moments on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Bank with confidence with the hometown bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports and Walker County Federal Credit Union. Fly from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, 17-0. Randle leads with 8:37 left to go in this Whataburger 3rd quarter. Christian Munguia, who hit the 34-yard field goal just a few moments ago, set to kick this one away to the Hornets with a 3-possession lead, and the Hornets have got to come away with points on this ensuing drive. We'll see what the Hornets have made changes offensively. Munguia's kick with the wind at his back will sail into the end zone, and he's going to take it out here. Is Trayshawn Brown. He'll run this one to the left side. Not a really good call there. It's a young player. It's a freshman running back. He takes it about 5 yards deep into that end zone, and he's out of bounds at the 14-yard line, so already a long field of work here for the Hornets.
Yeah, he's a youngster, and that was not a smart move on his part. When it's 5 or 6 yards deep in the end zone, we'll let it go. But, again, the Hornets got their work cut out for them, but they've got to figure out a way to move the ball down the field.
So here comes Jawan Giddens back out there. Trayshawn Brown is his running back. He'll have 4 receivers. First time we've seen 4 receivers so far tonight. It's McCorrick Norman that lines up in the slot, along with Matthew Tatum and Peyton Pryor. Savion Conte one-on-one on the close side. Here comes the blitz off the left side. Jawan Giddens across the 20 and down to the 25-yard line, moving forward down to the 27-yard line. A good gain of 12, and it's enough for a Mocha Attorneys at Law first down.
I like the call. All right, you got 3 wide outs spread over to your left. You got one single receiver down here near the sidelines. Make them think you're going to throw the ball, and then throw the ball.
Same formation here for the Hornets. Going into a hurry-up offense. First down and 10 from the 27. Giddens gets the snap. Handed off. Brown cuts it back across the 30. Pyle pushes him down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play to bring up 2nd down and short.
Yeah, it's nice to see Trayshawn Brown get a pretty good run there. He's been kept pretty quiet here so far this evening.
Makes another good run play there. Pryor will now move to the left side here to bring up a 2 wide out set to both sides. McCorrick Norman, Matthew Tatum line up to the left, and Peyton Pryor and Savion Conte down to the right. 2nd down and 3. Giddens gets the snap, handed off. Brown trying to cut it through the hole, slips a couple would-be tacklers. The pile pushes him forward near a first down, but he is short by about half a yard to the Hornet 37, and that will bring up a 3rd and manageable 1 yard.
Yeah, this is critical down here. They've got to convert right here. 3rd and 1. They ought to be able to convert. because you don't want to have to go for it, not get it, and again give them another short field. They got to get the first.
Just the 1 yard they need. 3rd down and 1. 7:15 to go on the game clock here in the Whataburger third quarter. Randle leads 17-0. Hornets looking for points, needing the first down. Giddens will take it on a direct snap. Slips the original tackle across the 40. Pile still moving down to the 43-yard line goes Jawan Giddens, and that's good for another Mocha Attorneys at Law first down.
Well, they're marching the ball down the field. All run plays. But so far, this is working here in the second half.
We'll see if the run's going to open up that passing game for the Hornets. Same formation, 2 receivers to each side. And the running back, Trayshawn Brown with Jawan Giddens. Randle looks to bring a pressure of 3 and then maybe more from the second level. They do blitz. Handing this run is Brown straight ahead into Randle territory and moving forward. 10 yards, make it 11. Another Mocha Attorneys at Law first down for Brown running straight ahead.
Yeah, nice blocking up front by the big guys to give Trayshawn Brown a lane to go through, and he did, and he picks up another first down.
Hornets moving methodically here on this drive and still having a sense of urgency, only ticking off about 1.5 minutes so far on this drive. And they're into Randle territory at the 46. First down and 10. Trips receivers to the left. 4-man rush for Randle. He gets the snap. Does Giddens. Brown, a lot of room in front of him. 40, 35, 30. Brown's got nothing but green grass in front of him, and he's into the end zone. 46 yards and a touchdown. The Hornets are on the board.
Trayshawn Brown takes it over the right side and is all the way to the house. Give again credit to the big guys opening up a hole. The Hornets are back in this ball game.
That's an MRC Creekside touchdown, the first for the Hornets tonight, and another one for the freshman. 46 yards to make this a ball game. Back to 2-possession game. Joseph Mejia, he'll come in for the Nelson Amayas Collision Center extra point try. Matthew Tatum will be his holder. Shiloh Jones and Sakari Carew on the edges for protection on this extra point by Mejia, with the wind whipping around a bit on that end of the end zone. Snap is away. The hold is good. The kick by Mejia splits the uprights and is good. We got a ball game, 17-7 with 6:13 left to go in the Whataburger third quarter. Randle gets the ball back when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Color Bar Hair Salon and Tanning Salon are full supporters of our Huntsville Hornets. Just like our Hornets, we offer the best Huntsville has to offer. The Color Bar Hair Salon is a full-service salon and is ranked the #1 VIP Bellamy hair extension salon. From precision cuts to full treatments, we'll make sure you leave always wanting to come back. The Color Bar Tanning Salon offers a monthly membership that includes access to our mega beds with body contoured acrylics and a relaxing hydro massage bed for only $59.99. The Color Bar Hair and Tanning Salon, where your experience matters.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, as we get ready for the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff. And when the kickoff is done, we'll hand it over to our third member of the crew, Luke Scott, who's down there on the sideline. We'll join him here in just a few moments. The Hornets getting a big drive there, 46 yards, a very good methodical drive. Started at their own 14-yard line, all run plays all the way to the end zone for 86 yards in about 2 minutes. And that is your Hits Solution scoring drive recap for the Hornets. Joseph Mejia is here to kick it off here. Back to Randle. Need good special teams coverage here to try and get Randle to start in their own territory. It'll be critical here for Mejia to just try and put some juice into this one, even though the wind is in his face and slightly to the left. Mejia will kick this one away. Just a squib kick to give his team time to get down there. Oh, it took a good bounce. And the Hornets landed on it. Cole Schroeder. And the Hornets have the ball in Randle territory down at the 30.
How about that? Kickoff coverage team picks off what's almost an onside kick.
Wow.
Short kick. They do not pick it out of the air. It lands on the ground. The kickoff team for the Hornets pounce on the ball, and they are on the Randle 31-yard line going in.
What a big break for the Hornets right there. Cole Schroeder makes a big special teams play. It took the bounce of a lifetime, and Giddens has it here. First down and 10 for the Hornets. Hand it off. Kieron Lee running straight ahead, and the hit pushes him forward near the 25-yard line to the 27. It's a gain of 4 for Lee, but back to the play there. No one touched it for Randle,
at all.
So it's a live ball, and Cole Schroeder with the awareness to land on it. Had him on the show a couple of weeks ago. Good kid. son of offensive coordinator Scott Schroeder, and the Hornets are cooking with 5:51 left to go here in the third quarter. Here comes the blitz off the left side. Giddens will throw. Caught. Conte near the 20-yard line, trying to spin out of trouble. Forward progress. I think they're going to mark him slightly short of the line to gain. It might be 3rd and inches here for Huntsville.
Well, nice little pass play by Jawan Giddens over here to the right side. Just short of the first down. Maybe that kickoff recovery is the shot in the arm the Hornets needed.
It's 3rd down and 1 for Huntsville in Randle territory, nearing that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone at the 22-yard line, needing the 21. 3rd down and 1, Giddens with Lee, the running back, 3 receivers. 4-man rush for Randle. Lee cuts it across the 20 and into that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone on a Mocha Attorneys at Law first down to the 14-yard line. Here come the Hornets.
Boy, the Hornets are playing fired-up football here in the second half. That is a good thing. That's why you go in there and make adjustments. They've done that, and now they're moving the ball and making big plays.
DeMarcus Williams checks into the ball game for the first time tonight. He'll line up as a receiver, and now we've got flags coming out.
Well, there was a little bit of scuffling going on after the play was over a while ago.
And I don't know if they needed to reset the play clock or they didn't reset it in time. It's unsportsmanlike conduct against the Hornets, it looks like. Wow.
Well, you know what, man? That's a 15-yarder. Nothing like shooting yourself in the foot.
Well, I don't know. Well, they signaled it like that. Now the refereeing crew is going to converge here, and they're going to try and sort this out. I'm trying to figure this out. I'll see if Luke's got what he saw down on the sideline. Luke?
Yeah, Carlos, I think we might have 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties here now, maybe just 1. Yeah, Pryor took his helmet off, was yelling, looks like, down here, so that's going to get the flag, bro.
So that is going to hurt the Hornets big time, and that is going to back them up after moving well into that end towards that red zone, and this is going to move them out of the red zone on a first down and now 25, and the line to gain is inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that is a very unfortunate penalty on the Hornets right there. That cost them large.
So now the Hornets, they've got some plays here to try and eat into this deficit of yardage they have to get through now. The line to gain's the 4-yard line. Giddens will line up with his running back in Trayshawn Brown. Trips receivers to the left, 1 down to the right, 1-on-1 DeMarcus Williams. Giddens gets it, direct snap. Running this one with his lead blocker, his brother, across the 25 and down to the 24-yard line. That'll pick up some yardage. Gain of 5 officially to bring up 2nd down and long.
Yep, quarterback keeper over the right side, picks up a few yards. They have a long way to go.
Very long way to go. It's officially a gain, a gain of 4 up to the 24-yard line. Conte will now switch over to the right side. He'll go 1-on-1 down there on the far side to be up against Paul Sanyalu. As Giddens gets the snap, hands this one off. Trayshawn Brown through the blockers across the 20, still trying to move the ball forward, and the pile led by Nathan Schweitzer trying to push him forward. Forward progress stops him at the 18-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and roughly 13 yards to go. And if you're the Hornets here and you're trying to come away with just some points, if you can't get the first down, at least get it close enough for Joseph Mejia to make this a 1-score ball game.
Well, my suggestion is get those receivers in the end zone and take a shot. Go for the end zone. You got Mejia who could come out and get a field goal, but you got 3rd and long, way long. Go for an end zone touchdown pass.
At the 18-yard line, 3rd down and 15 for the Hornets. Giddens gets the snap, hands it off. Brown has a lot of room. 10-5, touchdown! Trayshawn Brown, back-to-back scores, and the Hornets are an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Or give it to your freshman and let him run into the end zone untouched. Either way.
It works. That's an MRC Creekside touchdown.
Wow.
18 yards for Trayshawn Brown. He's got 2 scores tonight, both of them for Huntsville, and we are back to a 1-possession game. 13 unanswered by the Hornets pending the Nelson Amaya Collision Center extra point from Joseph Mejia. Wow, this game's turned on a dime.
Boy, it has turned on a dime, Carlos. Good call on that, because now we got an exciting ball game.
As the kick by Mejia splits the uprights and is good. 17-14. Huntsville is roaring their way back into this ball game with a 3:25 left to go in this Whataburger third quarter. I'm going to keep it right here. I want to send it down to our 3rd member of our crew, Luke Scott. Luke, you and I talked at halftime. They had to find a way to find the sideline jolted up a bit. Well, I think it's pretty jolted up now.
Yeah, Carlos, that first touchdown caused a little juice there. Now it's like a whole new ball game. It's a whole new sideline right now. Everyone's jumping up and down, having a good time now. So a lot more new fight. You're still, you got a whole fourth quarter and 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. So definitely a lot of time, and just need a big stop here for the defense to get the offense back on the field. And the offense is walking the dog right there on the run game.
Thank you very much, Luke, down there on the sideline for us. Yeah, walking the dog indeed with the freshman running back, Trayshawn Brown, finally finding his legs and making something happen as we get ready for the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff. And remember what happened on the last kickoff. Basically worked as a long onside kick, and Cole Schroeder landed on it. Man, the Hornets making some big plays, and they have made this a 3-point game with 3:25 left to go here in the third quarter.
Man, the amazing thing about football is when the momentum turns, it turns big, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. This is eerily familiar with a game you and I called against James Madison and Sam Houston. We were down 4 touchdowns, came back and won. Incredible.
And that was to go to a national championship ballgame that the Bearcats eventually won. Same kick here by Mejia. This one will be fielded cleanly here. And, oh, boy, McCormick Norman nearly made a big play there. But Justin Engstad's going to stop their returner down at the 25-yard line. Courtney Brown returning that one for Randle. And for the first time tonight, Randle is going to start deep in their own territory.
Wow, good kickoff coverage there. Looked like Justin Engstad on the tackle. Looks like the Hornets are fired up over here. We hadn't seen it all night long, but we're seeing it now, and they are back in this ball game in a big way.
Ryan, real quick before we get back to play, let's thank more of our wonderful sponsors.
Absolutely. We want to thank Frank Oliveira's Pinnacle Realty, bringing home Hornets in this season. Huntsville Hornet football is presented by First National Bank of Huntsville, Huntsville's only locally owned national bank.
Back to play here. First down and 10 for Randle. They move right to left across your radio dial. Garza sends a man in motion across the line at the 26. On first down, he gets the snap. Hands this one off. Running straight ahead is his backup running back, Decorian Rubin. It's only a gain of about 3 on the play to bring up second down and 7.
Well, I tell you what, Rubin took a heck of a shot in there as he crossed the line of scrimmage. It looks to me like, Carlos, the Hornets are starting to play some more physical football and a little pep in their step.
2:56 left to go here in the Whataburger third quarter of play. Hornets down 17-14 after some big offensive plays, needing one from the defense now on second down. Garza claps, gets the snap, looking to throw. No, he'll run it again here with Rubin, but this time the Hornets read that one very perfectly. Who made the stop in there? Zach Moss stops Rubin, and it's third down.
Yeah, nice play there by Zach Moss. We called his name all year long. He is a talented young defensive end, and he is playing some good football. Critical third down for this defense for Huntsville. Get the ball back, put it in the offense's hands.
Third down and 3 from the 33-yard line in Randle territory. 2:20 to go on the game clock. Randle leads 17-14, a game they've led the whole way, but the Hornets threatening. Garza with 3 receivers spread to the left side. He will hand this one off with Rubin. He is tripped up at the 35, but that second effort is enough for a first down at the 38.
Yeah, nice run by Rubin. Just a handoff. He goes over the A-gap, picks up the first down, and nice play there by Randle.
Had initial contact short of the first down, but the second effort, as I said, moved him forward. Here's Garza with the clock now inside 2 minutes to go in this Whataburger third quarter. We have not seen Zion Lewis on this drive just yet, as it's now the running back in Decorian Rubin in the backfield with Garza. He lines up in the gun. 3 receivers now to the right. He'll motion Rubin out of the backfield. Look his direction possibly. He'll throw it up. No! The ball! No, Noah Cummings! Makes a big sack on Garza. How about the sophomore?
Noah Cummings laid out Garza. What a play by Cummings.
That is a Hartfield Flores quarterback sack by Noah Cummings, and that backs up Randle big on first down to bring up second down and 19 for the Lions after a big sack by the sophomore D lineman, and he is fired up down there.
Man, there were some great adjustments done at halftime because we're seeing it right now.
Second down and 19 with 1:08 to go on the game clock here in the Whataburger third quarter. Garza claps, gets the snap, hands it off with Rubin, running this one to the right side, trying to cut it upfield across the 30. Down to the 34-yard line goes Rubin, and coming up off the pile, trying to see who that is down there. Needing some assistance to get up here. That's Shiloh Jones. That's a bit slow to get up, but he does get up under his own power, which is good to see. Again, got that big club on his left hand and forearm to bring up third down and 14. Play clock from game clock, about 11-second separation, so Randle will have to run a play here before we end the third.
Man, what a big play by Noah Cummings. Oh, my goodness.
Massive play, and that backs Randle up big at the 33-yard line. Third down and 14. Got to make a big stop here if you're the Hornets. Garza claps, gets the snap, dropping back. Screen play, looking to go to their running back in Courtney Brown, trying to reverse his field at the 35-yard line. He is still on his feet, but he is stopped at the original line of scrimmage at the 38-yard line. And the Hornets might be forcing Randle to punt here, backed up in their own territory. But we'll find out on the other side of the third quarter, going to the fourth quarter. We are through 3 here in Huntsville. We've got a ball game. Randle leads 17-14, but the Hornets will be getting the ball back when we come back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
Good evening, football fans. This is Jeff Dunn from Huntsville Church of Christ with tonight's Hornet Nation Test. If the Star-Spangled Banner, a silent prayer, and a whistle sounds like the beginning of a great Friday night to you, you might belong to Hornet Nation. At Huntsville Church of Christ, we strive to be a place to believe, a place to be loved. If that sounds like somewhere you need to be, come see us. You belong at HCOC.
I'm Jerry Larson at Reliable Auto Parts, your auto parts plus store in Huntsville, Texas, having great products, excellent quality, and outstanding prices. This is what you can expect from Reliable Parts, where you can purchase all your car care products, maintenance supplies, and auto parts. Our services and in-house store offerings are designed to keep your vehicle and motorized machine in proper working condition. Reliable Parts, your auto parts store, 1011 11th Street, Huntsville, 295-5747.
Hometown proud, Hornet strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
Back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. 4th down and 10 at the 37-yard line for Randle as Munguia will punt this one back to the Hornets. Matthew Tatum is back deep to receive this punt from Munguia. Not a great punt, as this one is going to take a Hornet bounce. Nope, now it takes a Randle bounce. It bounced at about the 48-yard line, and it rolls all the way down to the 24-yard line, which would have worked as the same as a touchback. So the Hornets will have a little bit of field to go, but we'll see what they can do here with the momentum on their side to start this fourth quarter, brought to you by Mirsky's Cafe. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is the KSAM Sports Network, 101.7 KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
Here we go, folks. 1 quarter of play left to go here tonight in Huntsville, Texas, the gateway to the East Texas Piney Woods. The Hornets down by 3, 17-14 against the Richmond Randle Lions on first down. Running this one, Trayshawn Brown, cutting it at near the 30-yard line down to the 29-yard line. That is a gain of 5 for the young freshman to bring up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, nice run by Trayshawn. He just takes a handoff up the middle, makes a cut to his left. Good play to start this drive.
They'll bring up 2nd down and officially 4. They gave him 6 on that play. And what I've noticed with Trayshawn, he's running with a lot more poise now out there on the field. He's not afraid to run up against that front line for Randle. 2nd down and 4 at the 30-yard line. Giddens gets the snap, hands it off again to Brown. Trying to cut it outside, has room, 35-40. Trayshawn Brown, 45-50, taken out of bounds in Randle territory at the 47-yard line by Kevin Williams, but another big run for Amoka Attorneys at Law, 1st down.
Yeah, really big run by Trayshawn Brown. Takes it around the left side, picks up a block, picks up a big 1st down, gets the ball into Randle territory. Huntsville's on the march.
They are definitely on the march now. Definitely a tale of 2 halves so far in this ballgame.
No doubt.
Going scoreless in the first half. You now have put up 14 unanswered and looking for more here on this drive to start the fourth quarter of play. Clock at 11:37 in this Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter with a trip to the postseason on the line. Giddens gets the snap on 1st down. He'll take it himself. Saw the hole and pushes himself forward with that big frame to the 40. What do they give him? The 43-yard line. Gain of 4 to bring up 2nd and 6.
Well, again, straight run up the middle by the quarterback. No passes as of yet in the second half. All on the ground.
2nd down and 6 now for the Hornets. At the 43-yard line in Randle territory, moving right to left across your radio dial. He gets the snap to Giddens, but he ran it there with the running back and did not get very far at all. Only a gain of none on the play that time for Kieran Lee, and that will bring up 3rd down for the Hornets.
Yeah, critical 3rd down for this Hornet offense. They really got the momentum behind them. They got to figure a way to pick up this 3rd down.
It's a long one of 6 yards here to start here, and you can't afford to not convert because you'll lose some of that momentum that you've had. 3rd down and 6. Giddens lines up in the shotgun. 4 receivers, 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left, and we have got a timeout that has been taken by Randle. We'll take it with them on a University Heights Baptist Church timeout. Be back in 30 seconds here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
This is BJ McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornet and eat 'em up Cats.
Back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. An update for you from Bryan. Bryan had a 21-14 lead going into the break. Montgomery has scored 3 straight touchdowns. They now lead 35-21 against Rudder in the fourth quarter with 11 minutes to go. That is the game we have our eyes on tonight. If the Huntsville Hornets can come back and hopefully see Rudder come back, they would get the 3 seed in the playoffs. As Giddens on 3rd down and 6, runs this one to the left side, trying to cut it upfield, but he is not going to get any forward momentum. The little bit that he does get will give him the 41-yard line for a gain of 2 to bring up 4th down and 4 for the Hornets, and you're in that no man's land kind of area. Down by 3, Brian, what do you do?
Well, I think Coach Rodney Southern's going to go for it. Time is not on the side, especially if you run the ball as much as they are. The clock is just going to tick away because they've started. If they do turn it over on downs, at least they'll be on their side of the 50.
So Giddens will line up here in the shotgun, 4th down and 4. What do the Hornets do here? They're going to go for it. As they get him to jump, free play here. Are they going to blow this one dead?
Boy, that's a big break for the Hornets. They're going to get that call, I believe.
And we'll see. We'll get the call here, and it is going to be against Randle. They get him in the neutral zone as they had a guy offsides. Looks to be number 5, Jared Sherman, and that is enough for a Mocha Attorneys at Law first down. What a break.
What a break. You're right. I mean, the Hornets have taken advantage of a lot of those penalties Randle has committed in this ballgame.
That will bring up 1st down and 10 for the Hornets at the 36-yard line in Randle territory, a fresh set of downs. Giddens gets the snap. They'll hand it off with Brown, trying to cut it through the pile, and the pile pushes him forward to the 32-yard line. That's a modest gain of 4 for the freshman to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Well, again, just a straight running game tonight. Not any passing, much to speak of, and here in the second half, the running game is working for them.
9:37 and counting left to go in the Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter. Hornets down 17-14, but threatening here in Randle territory at the 32-yard line, moving right to left across your radio dial. The lineup here in the shotgun will Giddens. 3 receivers to the right, 1 down to the left. 1-on-1 is Conte as he gets the snap. Play fake. Giddens keeps it himself. Moves forward to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 to bring up 3rd down and 4 once again for the Hornets.
Yeah, nice tackle by Jared Sherman of Randle. I mean, he just shot the gap. Nice play. Critical 3rd down. Huntsville has to convert here.
And you can't think of a field goal. You're well out of Mejia's range, even with the wind at his back. And we'll see what the Hornets have cooked here on 3rd down and 4. Line to gain is the 26. Giddens, same formation, 4-man rush for the Lions. Giddens claps, gets the snap. He'll keep it himself, trying to cut it through the hole. Stretches forward to the 26-yard line. Got the gain to go, and it's another Mocha Attorneys at Law first down.
Nice run by Juwan Giddens. I mean, he's running with a purpose. He had to get that 1st down. He picked it up. Nice play there by the Hornets up front.
That will bring up another 1st down for the Hornets as they near the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone at the 25-yard line. 8.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. The Hornets doing what they need to do, moving the ball downfield and eating up that clock. They need a touchdown to take the lead for the first time tonight. Giddens in the gun, 3 receivers to the right. He gets the snap. He'll hand it off to his senior running back, Kieran Lee. Almost slipped one more tackle, just needed one more, but he's down at the 20-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 for the senior Lee in his final game here at Bowers. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, great run over the left side by Lee. Picks up 5 yards. I mean, great run after initial contact there by Lee.
And if he broke that tackle, he might be making a house call right there down into the end zone to give the Hornets the lead, but it's 2nd down and 5 from the 20-yard line in the red zone. Giddens looking to throw, looking for Conte toward the end zone, dives! Incomplete.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Conte almost came down with it. Oh, what a big pass by Juwan Giddens, leading his receiver to the end zone, but it just falls short.
Oh, man. Great effort by the Hornets there.
Wow.
Conte, man, stretched out. He was parallel flying into the end zone, just couldn't bring it in.
And if he brought it in, he was so close to that goal line, they may have called it a touchdown. Instead, it's incomplete to stop the clock at 7:39 left to go here in this Murskies Cafe fourth quarter. The Hornets trying to chew up as much of that play clock, which doesn't make any sense, by the way. 10 seconds on that play clock. 3rd down and 5 for Huntsville. Needing the 15 for the line to gain. Giddens in the gun, gets the snap, fakes to give the lead. Good read by Giddens. He's short of the first down at the 16-yard line. Or no, did they give him the line to gain? Wow, I thought he was short. It's a first down for the Hornets.
What a great run on the left side. I mean, he got just enough to pick up the first down. Oh, man, Hornets in the red zone.
They are in that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone at the 15-yard line. 7:13 to go in the ball game. Randle leading 17-14. They have led the whole way. Hornets trying to get the lead for the first time tonight. They've scored 14 straight. First down and 10. Brown, the running back, gets the snap. Does Giddens trying to run this one forward. Slips an original tackler. Still trying to move forward. His helmet falls off. And that will move him to the 13-yard line, which means Giddens is going to have to come off for a play here on second down.
Well, he does have to come off. His helmet came off.
And so Austin Taylor will get an opportunity here to have a snap in a critical second down, and they actually only give him one on second down and 9. Let's see what Huntsville has here. Austin Taylor, his first touches since his injury against the Montgomery Bears in a turning point of the season for the Hornets. We'll see what the young sophomore has on second down and 9. Will they go to the run, or will they maybe open up the passing game? 3 receivers to the right. Taylor gets the snap, hands it off to Brown. No, he keeps it himself. Running this one to the left side. 10-5. Austin Taylor, welcome back, son. First down for the Hornets.
What a run by Austin Taylor over the left side. Great run. He hadn't played in several ball games. Went out injured. Great play, Austin Taylor.
Down to the 5-yard line to get the Mocha Attorneys at Law first down, make it at the 4-yard line as Giddens will check back in. He only needed 9 yards, but he got 14. How about that for Taylor? First down and goal for the Hornets. Giddens with Brown, the running back. Hands it off to Brown, running straight ahead, needing the pile to move forward. Forward progress is going to give Trayshawn Brown the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 1 for second down.
Well, now the Hornets, they've got to finish this drive off in the end zone. It is an absolute must.
Second down and goal at the 3-yard line. We are halfway home for a spot in the playoffs on the line here tonight. Montgomery still in front against Rudder. We'll get you score updates on that shortly. The Hornets are 3 yards away from taking the lead. Brown, the running back. Giddens, the quarterback. 3 receivers to the right side. 1 down to the left is Conte. Brown running this one left side. Needs the edge for the end zone. Dives, touchdown. I think the ground caused the fumble. It's a touchdown. Huntsville leads.
Trayshawn Brown takes the ball around the left side, dives into the end zone. The Hornets take the lead first time tonight.
That's an MRC Creekside touchdown for Trayshawn Brown. He's got all 3 scores tonight for Huntsville, and they've got the lead with 5:38 left to go in the ball game. What a comeback for the Hornets. The defense, of course, will have to try and close it out, but here is Joseph Mejia to make this a 4-point game on the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center extra point.
Critical extra point.
5:38 to go. Mejia gets this one up, splits the uprights, and it's good. 21-17. Huntsville in front. Unreal.
That's that Hornet football we've been waiting for. They came out with it at the right time.
And that will bring up a kickoff here momentarily. We're going to keep it here for a moment, catch our breath for a minute. What a comeback for Huntsville. The offense has done what they needed to do, Brian, but now it's up to the defense to keep this lead now.
Yeah, it's imperative the defense play good football, keep Randle out of scoring, keep him out of field goal range. Well, they can. They need to score a touchdown. Keep him out of the end zone.
How about Trayshawn Brown? 3 touchdowns on the ground tonight, 2 of them for long distance. He just needed 3 yards, and he got that. The ball popped out, but the ground caused it, so that doesn't count. And Brown was into the end zone for a touchdown. As here's Joseph Mejia for the Climate Tech Secure Storage kickoff with 5:38 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Well, now you know why Coach Rodney Southern brought up Trayshawn Brown, the young freshman. I mean, he's got lights out speed, and he's got all the touchdowns here tonight. That young man is going to be an absolute stud.
Well, the referees didn't have the guys lined up the right way, as they now will switch sides.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's been that kind of ball game, folks.
Yeah, it really has.
So now they've got them on the right sides. Wow, that's funny. I've never seen that. That'll bring up the kickoff now, brought to you by Climatech Secure Storage from Joseph Mejia.
I mean, the momentum has switched. It has been all Huntsville Hornets here in the second half, and they've finally taken the lead. First time all night long.
21-17, Huntsville in front. A trip to the postseason on the line in this ball game. Their opponent would be to be determined, but you've got to close the game out here with 5:38 left to go in this Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter. Mejia's got the ball teed up at the 40, boots this one with the wind at his back. Running back to get this one here is Courtney Brown. He's got it at the 20. He fell down, and that is a big break for the Hornets, or did they tell him to get down?
Well, I'm not sure. It looked to me like the old turf monster came to bite.
Indeed, you're right, but that will bring up a long field for Randle to try and go down and win this ball game. Randle has 2 timeouts left. Huntsville has all 3 in their back pocket, but now let's see what the defense has. We've seen it a couple of times this year where the offense had to play hero and come back, and then it was the defense that had to hold everything back. It was a game against the Bryan Vikings where the defense was relied on much down the stretch, and it's going to be the same case tonight. Leo Garza, after a long time on the bench, gets the snap, hands this one off here to Zion Lewis.
Ball's loose!
Ball's loose! JT Kroll's got it at the 20-yard line! Welcome back, JT! And the Hornets have it!
JT Kroll takes it away and gives the Hornets the ball back. Oh, man. Momentum is a wicked thing.
Wow. And the Hornets have it in the red zone, the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone at the 17-yard line with 5:23 left to go in this ball game. Wow, this game has shifted on a dime. Unreal.
JT Kroll coming through big for his Hornets.
First down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Giddens trying to put this game on ice. Gets the snap, hands it off with Brown. He's been hot, trying to break the would-be tacklers across the 15 and down to the 13-yard line.
Man alive, this has been one of the wildest games. I mean, you said it, it was a tale of 2 halves completely.
That will bring up second down and about 7 or so here for the Hornets. Again, 3 straight scores for Huntsville with 5 minutes left to go here in the ballgame, this Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter. They're taking their time here, obviously, trying to wind this clock down as much as they can. 13 on the play clock now as Giddens gets the play call here from head coach Rodney Southern. Leading by 4, 21-17, 4:42 left to go in the ball game. Giddens on second down, in the gun, 4 receivers, gets the snap, hands it off. Brown trying to cut it forward. The pile will push him on forward progress to the 11-yard line, and that will bring up third down and about 3 for Huntsville.
Yeah, here again, you got a critical deal. If you can convert here on this third down and punch it in, you can almost play some good defense, and you can almost take this victory home.
And return to the playoffs for the first time in 2 years. Giddens getting the play calls here, trying to work that clock down as much as they can. Try and come away with a victory. Giddens now has the call. 11 on the play clock. Brown is the running back. Third down and 4 for Huntsville at the 11. Giddens gets the snap, takes it himself, cuts it across the middle around the 10. He's got forward progress down to the 6-yard line. That's good for a Mocha Attorneys at Law first down. And that's first and goal for Huntsville.
Give credit to those big guys up front. I mean, they're pushing the line. Juwan Giddens just gets in right behind him. Good run by the junior quarterback.
So first down and goal for Huntsville at the 6-yard line. 3:42 on the game clock, leading by 4, 21-17. This Huntsville crowd, not as big of a crowd as we had been expecting for this last regular season game, but the crowd that made the trip here tonight to Bauer Stadium, they're getting a treat here in the second half. A true tale of 2 halves, and the Hornets are cooking with a chance to try and go up by 2 scores with 3:20 left to go in the ball game. Giddens in the shotgun on first and goal from the 7. Hands it off. Brown running this right side. Cuts it upfield and into the end zone. That's an MRC Creekside touchdown to maybe send the Hornets back to the postseason.
Man alive, folks. This second half has been all Huntsville Hornets. The momentum left Randle, and it landed in Huntsville's lap, and they are taking advantage of it.
27-17 on an MRC Creekside touchdown. It's been all Trayshawn Brown in this second half. 4 touchdowns, all 4 scores. And Joseph Mejia is going to have the ball here on the the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center extra point. Matthew Tatum, the senior, in his final game here at Bowers is the holder. The kick is up by Mejia. He's been perfect tonight. 4-4-4, 28-17. Huntsville leads here in Bowers. Wow, this game has just turned so fast, very quickly, and I'm sure Randle is just stunned.
They've got to be stunned. I'm stunned. I mean, the first half was all Randle. Huntsville couldn't do anything. In this second half, it's all Huntsville. Randle can't do anything. Amazing.
With 3:12 to go here in this fourth quarter. Oh, my goodness, folks. Huntsville with an 11-point lead with 3 minutes left. Randle going to try and come up with something quick here. They're going to have to with 2 timeouts remaining, down now by 2 scores. And that second score for Huntsville set up by a massive play by big 5'4" J.T. Kroll, picking up the loose ball and running that one. My goodness. Huntsville, they're well on their way to returning to the postseason. We'll get a score update for you from Brian Rudder and Montgomery here once that updates for us on our end. As we get ready for the Climate Tech Secure Storage kickoff here from Joseph Mejia. Again, the Hornets needed a Montgomery loss tonight to get the 3 seed. They would need Montgomery to get the 3 seed. They would need to beat Rudder tonight. And they got a 42-21 lead with 6 minutes left to go in that ballgame. So Montgomery is well on their way to making a run at the postseason as the 3 seed. But we'll see what happens. 3:12 left to go. Mejia kicks this one. Bit of a squib kick here. Wow, that took a wicked bounce. Bobbled for a moment. And it's out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A great kick there by Joseph Mejia on the Climate Tech Secure Storage kickoff. And it's a long field to go for Randle. And really, it's changed. The Huntsville sideline amped up. Randle sideline just silent.
Silent. I mean, gosh, you cannot. I mean, you see this just happen, that momentum change, and Randle's been able to do nothing about it.
That will bring up 1st down and 10 for Randle in their own territory at the 17-yard line. Leo Garza leading his offense out there, needing a prayer to try and come back. With 2 timeouts remaining, Garza on 1st down. In the gun, 3 receivers, 4 actually, 2 to each side. Garza throws over the middle. That is caught. Pomeroy, good pursuit there at the 23-yard line there on the receiver to Corian Rubin, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Rubin's running just a little crossing pattern. Great tackle by Tyler Pomeroy. He was on the coach's show last night. Great kid, number 1 in his senior class in academics.
2nd down and 4 from the 23-yard line. Randle wanting to move quickly. Garza rolling here to his left off the snap. Throws off his back leg over the middle. That is caught over there on the far sideline by Courtney Brown. Good for a 1st down around the 40.
Well, you're going to get a big dose of throwing the football by Randle with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. Somebody for the Hornet defense needs to step in front of one of those passes and take it to the house.
From the 41-yard line on 1st down, moving towards Hornet territory is Randle. Garza in the gun, gets the snap, dropping back, looking to throw. Protection starting to break down. He'll just try to fire this one away, and it will get out of bounds, incomplete. Shy of the 50-yard line. That will bring up 2nd down following the incompletion.
Man, great job by the Hornets secondary there. They had all the wideouts covered, nowhere for Garza to go. He just has to throw it away.
Zach Moss checks out for this play. J.T. Kroll checks back in, who had the big fumble recovery a little bit ago to set up that 2nd touchdown for the Hornets, the 4th of the night for Trayshawn Brown. 2.5 minutes to go here in the ballgame in the Merskey's Cafe 4th quarter. Huntsville leads 28-17. Garza in the shotgun, trips receivers to the right, 1 out to the left. He gets the snap. Here comes Angstad with the blitz off the left side. Oh, J.T.!
Oh, man! J.T. Kroll just absolutely flattens the quarterback, Garza.
That's a Hartfield Flores quarterback sack for J.T. Kroll, and that backs them up on 2nd down, and they will take a timeout. Will Randle with 2:17 left to go in the ball game here. We'll take it with him for 30 seconds and be back in a few moments here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Mirsky's Cafe in New Waverly is open for breakfast at 7:30 on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Get a great start to your day. Chicken fried steaks, chicken fried chicken, and hamburger steaks. Or go lighter with salads. Go for Taco Tuesday and Fish Fridays. Lunch starts at 11. Private dining room or catering available. Dine in, curbside pickup, or to-go orders. 936-439-5039. Mirsky's Cafe in New Waverly, 315 FM 1375. Check them out on Facebook. Home of the world-famous Hootie Burger and proud supporters of the Hornets and Bulldogs.
KSAM Hornet football is presented by First National Bank of Huntsville.
Back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network with 2:15 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Mirsky's Cafe. The Huntsville Hornets leading 28-17. And following a big quarterback sack by J.T. Kroll, it's 3rd down and 17 at the 34-yard line for the Richmond Randle Lions. Trying to keep their season alive as he gets the snap. Dropping back is Garza. Throwing on a screen pass there to the left side. Making the catch there, D'Amico Harvey, but didn't get very far at all. Only a gain of 1 as Isaiah Collins and company in on the stop. And here's the ball game right here. 4th down and 16 for Randle.
Yep, folks, here it is right here. This play right here may be the last.
Garza stands at his 30-yard line. Ball's at the 35-yard line. 4th down and 16, and Randle will burn their last time out. And we'll take it with them once again for 30 seconds and be back in a few moments here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Hey folks, it's Steven over here at Adams Furniture. We're your Huntsville, Texas hometown furniture store. Come in and see why we carry the top brands with great customer service. We carry brands such as Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Hybrid, Serta mattresses. We have the biggest selection of Lazy Boy recliners, double reclining sofas, reclining love seats. We have all American-made hardwood bedroom furniture, living room furniture, all American-made lift chairs. All this is in stock and ready for delivery at Adams Furniture. We are cheaper in the country. Shop local with us and save your money. It's Adams Furniture, 30 State Highway, 75 North and 10th Street.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. 1:43 left to go in the Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter. Your Huntsville Hornets in control, 28-17 here against Richmond Randle. They've scored 28 unanswered since being down 17-0. 4th down, last chance for Randle. Direct snap, throwing this one, looking to trickeration. Garza deep back here, going to throw this one up over the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 50-yard line. Ball! Did it pop out? They're called it a fumble! And the Hornets land on it. Who comes off the top of it? It's Cole Schroeder.
Oh my goodness, that wide receiver for Randle doing a deep post route, catches the ball and gets absolutely cut in half.
It was Courtney Brown that made the catch. The ball popped out. I don't know if the ground caused it or if it popped out in the air. Cole Schroeder landed on it. As they're still taking a look at the Randle player. Man, he took a shot.
Oh, man, he did. He took a shot in the ribs as he was going across. His hands were outstretched, hanging on to that football, and just took it right in the side.
I mean, give a call to him, making the play to try and keep your season alive. As while they continue to tend to him, we'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back here in a few moments on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, Courtney Brown still down for the Randle Lions, but they now have got him upright, which is very good to see, and he'll get help off from the training staff. Man, laid out to make that catch, so you give a call to him. Great effort. The ball popped out before he hit the ground, and so a fumble recovery by Cole Schroeder will send the Hornet offense back out there. And they'll get into victory formation with Randle out of timeouts with 90 seconds left to go. And folks, your Huntsville Hornets are back in the postseason for the first time since 2020.
I tell you what an exciting ball game. I mean, the Hornets have been kind of up and down all season long, but man, this second half has been just spectacular for your Huntsville Hornets.
It's been absolutely fantastic tonight. A game just changed, down 14-0 at the break. And then that third quarter, something sparked. and it got the Hornets back into the ball game, and then in the fourth quarter ran from it from there. As Giddens, he'll take a knee. He'll have to take probably a couple more before this ball game comes to an end tonight here in Huntsville. Hornets 28-17 will be the final here tonight. Holy cow, what a ball game tonight for Huntsville. I can't believe it, Brian.
Oh, I can't either, man. I got to tip my hat to JT Kroll. I mean, that young man, number 54, came in this second half and played some serious football, and it has just been an amazing 2 quarters for the Huntsville Hornets.
Clock at 55 seconds now. The Hornets will take one final knee and put this game on ice, and Huntsville, as we said, is going to return to the postseason for the first time in 2 years after just missing it last year, a disappointing year. And the play clock is ahead of the game clock, and that is going to do it for us here tonight in Huntsville. Huntsville victorious 28-17, your final, and they're back in the postseason. Their opponent to be determined. Stick around, folks. The AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game report is coming up next. We're going to talk with head coach Rodney Southern, and we'll try to get a word as well from our 2 players of the game tonight, Trayshawn Brown and JT Kroll. We'll have that for you coming up after the break. Huntsville back in the postseason for the first time in 2 years. We'll be back in a few moments here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. The Hornets win it.
For the most fun in Huntsville, come to the newest place in town, Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games. It's fun for all ages with the latest in arcade games like Connect 4 basketball, air hockey, whack and win, and many others. Get the best tasting brick oven pizza in town made fast, just how you like it, for one price. Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games is Huntsville's only place like it, located at 2801 Sam Houston Avenue, next to TCS Flooring and Design. Open till 9 every day until 10 on Friday and Saturday. Come eat, play, and party with us today.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Hi, I'm Toy Williamson, president of Walker County Federal Credit Union. If you aren't a credit union member, you're missing out on what membership can do for you. Things like low rates on consumer loans, along with some of the friendliest and most helpful service in town. If you live or work in Walker County, you are eligible for membership. Call or come by our office today on Normal Park Drive, and we will be happy to show you all the ways membership can work for you. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
I'm Billy Cawthon with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we understand every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music or smiles and laughter. Whatever memories you have, you can trust Walker County's premier funeral home to serve our friends and neighbors in their time of need. We are family owned and operated, and we are a proud supporter of Huntsville athletics. Sting 'em, Hornets. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, 1700 Normal Park Drive in Huntsville.
Courage, integrity, perseverance, commitment, not just a job. This is a career with a purpose. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice is hiring correctional officers now. Full and part-time positions available, no experience required, paid training, great health care and retirement, and opportunities for base pay increases with continued service in the first year. Apply now at tdcj.texas.gov/co. That's tdcj.texas.gov/co. Serve Texas with purpose.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal on real inventory? And during the month of October, the savings are so good, it's scary. Get a 2023 Hyundai Sonata, several to choose from, and more arriving daily. Or 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe's in stock and ready to rock. Get 2023 Hyundai Tucsons. You want them, we got them. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
The Huntsville Hornets postgame show is brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage. With the game recap, here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility postgame report. Your Huntsville Hornets win it 28-17. Huntsville advancing back to the postseason for the first time in 2 years after missing it last year, and they are back once again. What a big win for the Hornets tonight, down 14-0 at the break, and then eventually down 17-0 in this second half. Something turned on a dime for the Hornets, and it worked to perfection to put them back in the playoffs.
What an incredible ball game. Tale of two halves. The Hornets completely shut down the first half. It was all Randle. And then the second half, I mean, just the complete opposite. All Huntsville Hornets. Trayshawn Brown just lighting it up. 4 touchdowns for the freshman. Folks, let me tell you, this young man, he's going to be an incredible story for Hornets for a long time. And JT Kroll, I mean, I think he may have been part of the spark that turned this thing around. And let me tell you, it was one of the most exciting second halves of football I think I've seen in 10 or 15 years.
Unbelievable. As we're still waiting, as they are still converging down there on the field, as they're chatting things up there with the coach and head coach Rodney Sutherland, we'll get a word from 2 players. Trayshawn Brown, your offensive player of the game, and JT Kroll, your defensive player of the game. Big hits down the stretch in that second half that aided the Hornets to a win tonight. Incredible, just incredible ball game here this evening. We'll see who will have first tonight for player interviews. Here's Luke Scott with JT Kroll.
We go Southern first, then y'all.
Okay. Hey, Carlos.
Hey, Luke.
You know, we'll do JT first. JT, a couple big time plays there. The fumble. Talk to me. How's making the playoffs feel in this fashion?
Feels great. Last year we came up a bit short, just by a touchdown or 2, and to come out this year, being almost the same situation, feels amazing to make a difference.
Yeah. So talk to me about the season and a lot of ups and downs. The defense really turned it on in the second half. Just talk to me the progression of your team and all your teammates and the defense itself.
Well, at the beginning of the year, we were trying to work out some kinks, still trying to work them out. But, out of all this week, I think we did pretty good.
Awesome. Congratulations. Any shout-outs?
Shout out my family. Shout out Brian Adams in the stand-up there, and Mr. Carlos, and just my brothers, my team.
Thank you, man. Good job. Trayshawn, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of them. You made a big impact last week, and here you are again. How does it feel to make the playoffs as a freshman?
I mean, it feels pretty good because, it's my first time doing it, and it's just very exciting for me to be able to be a part of going to the playoffs with my teammates, my brothers, and everybody.
And how special is that, sharing the backfield with your older brother?
It's very special because I know together we can make stuff happen, and we're on the same page about plays, we can execute and everything like that.
Any shout outs there?
To my brother, my team, my family up there, and everybody else.
Congratulations. Nice job. Coach Southern, a tale of 2 halves going in the second half. What did you say in that locker room?
Well, I wish I could say it was some miracle speech. I think the first half we had to adjust, especially O-line. The speed of guys blitzing like that, we can't simulate that stuff in practice. And I think there were a couple opportunities where we probably were a higher knee or picking a foot up a little more from making a big play, and we just didn't make them. And obviously turnovers was a different second. And we ran the ball even better the second half, but a fumble kickoff and then the one JT picked up was obviously a huge play. So, but turnovers are part of the game. We didn't turn it over, and they did.
Coach, you don't have many seniors on this team, but what does this group mean to you after the past couple of years not making the playoffs? They finally get it done, going to playoffs. What does that group mean to you?
Well, this group, we've only missed the playoff. Everybody's saying 2 years. We've only missed the playoffs 1 year. This would have been the second year if we hadn't have got in. But, these guys, because there's not very many of them, but they have worked their rear ends off, and they've done everything we've asked them to do. And some of them are contributing in a big way. Some are in a little different role, but they come to practice every day. We used Benny Ross and we used Mason Black in different roles the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it's helped us. And, when you're a part of something, you need to understand you're a part of something that's much bigger than you. And I think those guys understand that.
Coach, you talked about Trayshawn's impact on the offense a little last week in the coach's show. Just expand on that and talk to me about just the lightning bolt that he is on offense.
Well, I think if you look, obviously athletically, he is very gifted. He understands the game of football. He has incredible vision, and all these things God blessed him with. We hadn't coached any of that. I'd love to say it was coaching, but it's the fact he's an unbelievable talent.
Well, Coach, congratulations. Thanks for taking the time, and glad to be with you next week.
All right, thank you.
Carlos, back to you.
Thank you, Luke, down there on the sideline for us. We're going to step aside and take a break and break down more of this ball game for you tonight. Be back in a few moments here. The AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game report continues after this on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Back here on the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game report as the senior class down there of players, band members, cheerleaders doing their final walk down here at Bauer Stadium. If you're watching on our YouTube stream here this evening, as this was the final home game of the season, a big congratulations to that senior class across the board of all cheerleaders, band members, GGs, and football players alike, as we'll continue here back inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Brian, looking at this ball game tonight, Hornets were down big, 14-0 at the half, and then down 17-0, and they scored 28 unanswered points to roll to a victory and return to the postseason. What are your thoughts?
And what an incredible game. I mean, they never threw in the towel. When the first half was probably the ugliest first half of football I've seen in a long time, the second half was probably the best football I've seen in a long time. Momentum is such a funny thing. When you lose momentum, there is absolutely nothing you can do to get it back. It just is something that you physically see change on the field. And when it changed into the Hornets' favor, the Hornets absolutely took advantage of every single snap, scoring those 28 unanswered points.
Can't ask for much better than that. Again, your offensive player of the night, Trayshawn Brown, got all 4 touchdowns for the Hornets, and he was set up by that defense for the Hornets in the second half, led by JT Kroll. And let's be honest, it was a down year for JT.
Yep.
Looking at him out in this season, not getting as much time as we've seen in previous years, as he was a freshman and a sophomore. Junior season, and he comes into this ball game and turned it defensively on a dime. I mean, it was absolutely great to see JT making big plays down there. And he's your defensive player of the game tonight, Brian.
Yep, well deserved. JT, you know, he was hurt at the beginning of the season. He kind of battled through some foot and ankle issues. But let me tell you what, he was one of the major catalysts in this turnaround tonight to launch your Huntsville Hornets into the playoffs. Total team effort by the Huntsville Hornets tonight, and they're going to the next round.
Next round, their opponent is to be determined. We were getting score updates, but it is now kind of slowed down on the app we were checking it out on, so you'll have to stay tuned to social media at KSAM Sports on Facebook for all the information that you want. We'll take one final break, and we come back, we'll set you up for next week. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Final segment here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network is the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility postgame. We'll wrap up here in a few moments, folks. Want to remind you that we do not know our exact opponent just yet. Montgomery was leading Brian Rudder 42-28 at one point in the ball game, and we haven't been able to get an update since. Again, the Hornets needed a Montgomery loss to get the 3 seed. If Montgomery won, they were going to get the 4 seed and likely face a juggernaut in Fort Bend Marshall in the first round of the playoffs. So we'll get you that information. Stay tuned to KSAM Sports on Facebook for the up-to-the-minute information on that. And Brian, let's set the stage for the playoffs. Been a minute since we've been here.
Yes,
I know we say 2 seasons. We say 2 years because it really has been 2 years in calendar years, but it's been really just a season between playoff runs. So what are you going to be needing out of the Hornets regardless of who they play?
Well, you know what? They're going to go into the playoffs with momentum and excitement and everything that this game has brought. I mean, it was such an amazing second half, man. I can't quit, I can't stop talking about how just awesome it was. Momentum. They're going to go into the first round of the playoffs. I don't know who they're going to play. Right now, they don't care. They're going to go out and play Huntsville Hornet football, and it's going to be exciting next week.
It will be very exciting. We'll get you that information on playoff information. Stay tuned to HornetNation.org and our Facebook page at KSAM Sports for all the information on regarding that first round of the playoffs for the Hornets. And that does it for us tonight. Hornets win it 28-17 over the Richmond Randle Lions, and they're off to the postseason for the first time since 2020. I want to thank all our wonderful sponsors who have made this broadcast possible. We can't do it without you. Thank you very much through this regular season. And, of course, a thank you to all of the crew here at KSAM Sports. Christian Cortez running our camera tonight. Luke Scott down on the sideline, and our main man, Colin Neal, running the dials back at the flagship in the KSAM studios. For my broadcast partner, Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Huntsville, you're back in the postseason. We'll have all that information for you coming up in the coming days. Have a great rest of your Thursday evening. Enjoy your weekend. And as always, friends, have a pleasant tomorrow. And on the count of 3, my man, Sting 'em Hornets, 1, 2, 3.
Sting 'em Hornets.
Good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow from Huntsville, Texas.
This has been the AB Squared Self-Storage Hornets postgame show with Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams on KSAM.